to impress. On the mic, they're bringing it live with the latest news and the vibes that thrive. From the heart of the Rockies, they share the view, talking about the world and what's coming through. Interviewing guests with stories to tell, tuning in on Discord where we all gel. It's the Rocky Mountain Podcast. Let's go! Tyler and Nick got the flow, you know. Talking the news, keeping it real. With every episode, there's a new feel. Tune in, hang out, it's a ride we take. With Tyler Rocks and Nick H, let's hit play.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Rocky Mountain Podcast. I'm Tyler, and I have a lovely co-host. And you want to introduce yourself?
What's going on, guys? WBB here. Welcome back to another episode of Rocky Mountain Podcast.
All right, so I think we should get started off with that helicopter crash that happened today.
Yeah, so I got to looking at your docket, and I was on the news reading a little bit of like what kind of stuff happened today. Well, as I got to looking into it, I heard that there was a helicopter crash today in New Jersey. It was between New Jersey and Manhattan. And it happened about 3:30 this afternoon. It was a tourist helicopter. 6 people were killed. And they're thinking what ended up happening was the rotor blades came off of it. They don't know if it was the top rotor blade or if it was the back. But people said that they actually seen it happen. And it looked like the helicopter just like broke in half in the middle of the sky.
Hey, your camera's frozen, by the way.
And the helicopter was on like its 6th tour of the day. So it had been just rotating all day long.
Oh, okay. The video's back now. So this helicopter was on its 6th tour of the day. That's really interesting. Maybe I can try to stream it here. Hold on. See if it works or anything.
I mean, I can share the videos.
You think you can do that? Okay.
Tragedy here in New York City, a helicopter plunging into the Hudson River, killing all 6 people on board, the pilot and a family of 5 on a tour flight visiting from Spain, a mother and father and their 3 children. Again, no one survived this. The chilling scene in the waters of the Hudson. The crash happened in the part of the river between Lower Manhattan and Jersey City in New Jersey. Video showing the helicopter spinning and flipping upside down. You can see it's just the fuselage there. The bulk of the helicopter, the rotor blade, appears to come apart from the rest of the aircraft before the crash into the river. Witnesses could see the chopper breaking apart as it was going down, the rotor spinning as it falls, splashing into the water following the fuselage as it came down.
My goodness.
The helicopter then floating to the surface upside down, divers racing into the water to search for the pilot and passengers. And again, there were no survivors. Tonight, the investigation here, how could this happen? The rotor blade coming apart. How old was that helicopter? And we have now learned that the chopper was in the sky over Manhattan for about 15 minutes before it came crashing down. Here's our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, leading us off tonight. He's on the scene.
Tonight, 6 people killed after a helicopter with a family of tourists on board broke apart and plummeted into the Hudson River off New York City. It happened just after 3:15 this afternoon.
Be advised, you do have an aircraft down Holland Tunnel. Please keep your eyes open for anybody in the water.
The tourist chopper going down on the Hudson between Lower Manhattan and Jersey City. This video showing the chopper splashing down, the rotor blades still spinning in the air before it lands in the water. Fire rescue boats and the Coast Guard racing to the spot where it went down. The chopper fuselage upside down, the rough, choppy water just 49 degrees. Law enforcement officials tell ABC News the helicopter was carrying a family, 2 adults and 3 children, tourists from Spain, in addition to 1 pilot.
I saw the helicopter. It was just coming down in that 45 angle, and it went straight into the water. It was a big splash.
Witnesses watching in horror.
It sounded like a sonic boom on my right. So I look up and literally I just see a helicopter splitting in two with the rotor flying off in the sky. It was going so fast and just went straight into the water, and like nothing came up afterwards. It must have just sunk.
And I heard a loud snap, or like a kind of sound barrier breaking sound, and I could see a helicopter falling on its side and splashing the water right next to that red barge over there. And then the rotor on the top fell off as well and then hit the water.
If your rotor system disintegrates, goes away, stops, blows up, or loses a blade, your whole ability to fly is 100% compromised at that point, and you're simply going to go down. It's very seldom that we have a helicopter crash that resulted from a disintegration of the lift system. That's what this begins to sound like, and it's very rare.
FAA records show the helicopter is 21 years old. Flight radar 24 showing the chopper was in the air over Manhattan for about 15 minutes before it broke apart. It was the helicopter's 6th flight of the day.
So let's bring in Aaron Katersky. He's on the scene for us tonight. And Aaron, you reported on the family of 5 on board. These were tourists visiting the U.S. on a flight over the city. The pilot. Do authorities think they had any chance here as rescuers dove into the water late today trying to save them?
And those divers told us, David, they did everything they could, but eyewitnesses said the helicopter came down very fast. The Hudson River is frigid. Rescue boats sped toward the wreckage site, but by the time they got there, they saw the helicopter had come down upside down, David.
Just a horrible toll there today. And you also reported that that tour helicopter was actually flying over Manhattan, over New York City for about 15 minutes before this crash. Obviously, the crash in itself is awful, but authorities also know this could have happened, right over the city.
Yeah, David, these helicopter tourist flights are quite common. This particular Bell 206 was on its 6th run of the day. A similar tourist helicopter actually crashed into the Hudson River in 2018, and ever since, there's been a debate about how many of these flights there are over such a busy corridor in the city, David.
Our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky.
This kind of reminds me of another incident of what happened, but to a passenger plane. I don't know if you know that incident of what I'm talking about the Sully incident.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah, because Tom Hanks played as Sully in the rendition of that movie.
Yep. I actually still have the movie, or I actually watched the movie to this day, all that, so.
Well, it's a little weird. They were only in the air for 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The water looked really choppy. Like they said, like the news article said, it looked super choppy. So I'm wondering if like it was super windy and it somehow the rotor on the helicopter got twisted somehow, maybe from all the wind. There's so much to it. I wonder what, there's a bunch of what ifs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that this actually, I didn't think we were going to have another crash this year, but we've been having all these aviation crashes or close calls and all that.
Well, they claim that that there's been less aviation crashes this year than last year, but we're only freaking what 4 months into the year.
Mm-hmm.
So things could get weird.
Yep. That is true. All right, let's go to. Let's talk about the officer that gets suspended in Miami and all that. Or about the officer, it was a she that she didn't get out of her car and all that when a driver was getting beat up by a bicyclist and all that.
Didn't we cover that on the last episode of Rocky?
No, we covered that. You covered that on Two Drunks in a Bottle. I remember.
I did. Did we?
Yeah.
All the shows run together now. So without playing a video, I think we could talk about that one without playing a video.
Yeah.
Can't always depend on. How many bicyclists was it? It was one bicyclist, but how many people were beating that guy up? It was like 6, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 6 or something.
And I mean, it was only one cop.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you truly blame her for not getting out of her car?
I mean, to be honest, we don't know if she called for backup, but I mean,
I'm assuming she called for backup.
mm-hmm. But the backup was probably taking forever to get there and all that. Or I don't know.
If you were a cop, are you going to get out?
No, I'm not going to get out if that ever happened.
You know, at that point, it becomes 6-on-2.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you a 3 out of 6 chance, or a 2 out of 6 chance to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, she has a gun. She probably has pepper spray. Probably has a taser. Is that really going to do that much with a group of 6 people?
No, it's
that are already
good.
being violent.
I personally think it wouldn't do anything good or anything, because if you had your gun drawn at them, I don't think they would move away, or I don't know. But
you also don't know what weapons they have.
Yeah.
You don't know if there's a gun tucked away in one of their waistband.
Mm-hmm. It is true.
Now, I'm going to look at the link, see if they have an update since we had looked at it on Two Drunks. So, she stayed in her cruiser the whole time. Other officers rushed in, tackling one bicyclist. They cut him off. The officer who sat in her car during the attack was suspended. So, pretty much what they're getting at is, I feel like she called for backup.
Mm-hmm.
How would them other officers had known and had rushed in like that?
Mm-hmm.
Which the video is still the old video. They haven't updated any of that. But she had to have called for backup. She just had to have felt uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Which she probably felt uncomfortable about that situation, to be honest.
Honestly, I can't blame her.
I can't blame her either for being in that kind of situation.
Well, today's society, today's world, the way things happen and how crazy things get, it doesn't make sense to put yourself in harm's way
Mm-hmm.
when, nowadays most cops don't ride solo. There's normally 2 or 3 of them
Mm-hmm.
that back each other up at one time.
I think
And that's just
some-
a general traffic stop.
I think some cities they actually do have 2 cops right along. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got New York and Los Angeles, those bigger cities like that. Yeah, they're riding double in one car. But like my city that or town that I live in, they ride solo, but you're never gonna see just one show up. There's at least gonna be 2 of them, at least.
Because you were saying about how your town likes to pull over people who don't put their blinker on in the roundabout.
No, that wasn't me that said that. I could see my town doing something like that.
I forgot who said that. But I remember someone saying it, but I can't remember who. Right.
So, what started it all was apparently, you know, there was a car that approached the officer and it stopped and talked to the officer for for a second, and then they got upset because they were turning, and that car was technically impeding traffic. So they got upset and they began arguing. Because the driver had pulled over, approached the officer, then walked back to his car. Before he could get back to his car, the bicyclist had already started kicking and punching.
Oh.
And even broke the window on his car. And was tossing their bikes and stuff at the guy. It was pretty bad.
That's why they were beating that guy up. Because he was impeding traffic and all that. That would make more sense.
What you got next?
I got the Delta Airlines plane gets a collision warning over DCA. Go to that one. Because that one is really interesting, I should have to say.
All right, let me find video on here.
Okay. All right. That's a different. I don't think that's the right. Oh, that's the one. Okay. This was in DCA, but. Huh. One.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Hang on a sec.
I can try to pull it up on CNN real quick.
Fake news.
I mostly watch ABC News, but I don't watch CNN at all. All right. There we go.
Tonight, the FAA is investigating after 2 planes clipped each other on the tarmac. Thank you for being here with us at 6. I'm Lorenzo Hall. So this all happened
I
just
forgot
before
this
1 o'clock
happened
today.
today.
One of the planes had several members of Congress on board. Our Larry Miller is in the newsroom tracking new developments as soon as they come in for us.
Off the top, officials with the
this
Metropolitan
happened
Washington
too.
Airports
Forgot
authorities
about it.
tell me that no one was injured. That's the good news. And the incident is being described by those on the plane as minor. Here's what you need to know. According to the FAA, the wingtip of American Airlines Flight 5490 headed to Charleston, South Carolina, struck American Airlines Flight 4522 headed to New York on a taxiway at Reagan National Airport at around 12:45 this afternoon.
You hit the Embraer or the Airbus? It might have been the Embraer. We just heard a loud, like a boom, right as we hit, like a thunk before we hit the runway. It's 490. 490. You want to go to the whole bay runway?
Congressman Nick LaLota was on that American Airlines Flight 4522. In a tweet, he said, serving in Congress has come with some of the once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Just like now, while stationary on the runway at DCA, another plane just bumped into our wing, heading back to the gate, but thankfully everyone is okay. Congressman Richie Torres of New York was also on that same plane. He wrote this on X, that I was just on a grounded plane that was struck by another aircraft. Thankfully, no one was injured, just the inconvenience of a delayed departure. Meantime, a joint statement from Senators Kaine and Warner saying that we have said this over and over and hate having to say it again, that when planes are taking off and landing every minute of the day, FAA funding is cut, air traffic controllers are fired, and current staff is spread thinner to cover more. That is when mistakes happen. The traveling public deserves action. American Airlines releasing a statement a short time ago, again, recapping the incident and saying that safety is our top priority, and we apologize to our customers for their experience. Again, operations at the airport were not impacted, and as
There's been a lot of incidents at DCA now. I mean, to be honest, I mean, why are they having so much incidents and all that? That's what we don't know, but I don't know why they're having so much incidents.
I don't think that was the one you were looking for. I think that was a different.
Yeah, that was a different one, but I heard about this today and all that.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, but there's really not any videos outside of that YouTube one on it. I think the thing that pisses me off the most about that one is let's blame the president for this. Let's blame it and say that since the FAA a lot of that was disbanded, people were fired. Oh, so now we're short staffed, so that's the reason why these crashes are happening. I call bullshit.
I do too. I mean, that could explain why some people are getting fired from the FAA, because I don't know, but I mean, I know are they still investigating that one crash in DCA with the American Airlines CRJ and that Black Hawk helicopter? I don't know if they're still investigating that, because the last time I looked, they are, but I can't remember if they found anything on it.
So hang on a second. I want to see the statistics on that.
Hey, Timmy, what's up? Timmy's in the chat.
What's going on, Timmy? Feel free to join VC. Help us get this shit show going.
Yep.
So just last year alone, there was 1,417 aviation crashes.
Oh, wow.
In January, there were 80 crashes, and 93 in February. there were 258 fatal plane crashes, with 19 in January and 12 in February. So far this year, there have been 99 aviation accidents, with 63 total crashes in January and 36 in February. So there were over 1,000 crashes last year. The thing that's making this get publicized right now is because of a lot of the defunding of the FAA and things of that nature. So don't blame it on the president, that it's the president's fault. It's not. These plane crashes happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch the very first Final Destination movie. Motherfucker had a premonition, Flight 183, that it was going to crash. And what do you know? He woke up from his premonition, and the plane crashed.
Oh, okay. I found that video I was talking about. If you want, I can send you it. Here.
So just do the share your screen, and then share the application that you have the video pulled up on.
Okay.
Timmy, we'll probably be going for. I think we're allotted from anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, however long Tyler will go.
Can you guys see it? Here.
Yep.
Okay. Let me know when I'm good to play it.
So make it full screen on your screen.
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right.
Now we have the FAA investigating.
Hold on.
Now we have the FAA investigating another troubling incident. At
All right,
Reagan
click on it
National
on your
Airport.
click
Just
your
2
Discord
months
again.
Click my Discord again.
Like, press play on the video and then click on your Discord.
Okay.
After that fatal collision there, a close call between a Delta passenger plane and Air Force jets, triggering a collision warning. Transportation correspondent Gio Benitez joins us with the latest. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Robin, good morning. Yeah, this morning the FAA is trying to understand how its controllers allowed these two planes to get so close to each other, especially, as you mentioned, Robin, just 2 months after that deadly crash. Now, here is what happened. You can actually see the two planes there on Flight Radar 24. Now, the FAA says that a Delta flight with 136 passengers was taking off from Minneapolis Friday afternoon when alarms went off in the cockpit, alerting pilots that another plane was nearby. It turns out they were Air Force jets traveling from Langley Air Force Base in Virginia for a flyover at Arlington National Cemetery. Now, preliminary data showing that the jets came within 6,000 feet of each other. That's about 12 seconds apart when they received those alerts to change course. Of course, it was at this very airport, Reagan National, where a Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American Airlines plane, killing 67 people. Now, as all of this is going on, we're also learning about an unrelated incident inside that same air traffic control tower at Reagan. A man was arrested and charged with assault and battery, reportedly after an incident with a colleague in the tower. So there are lots of questions this morning, and it's important to get to the bottom of it because, as we've seen, mistakes in aviation can cost lives. George?
They sure can. Okay, Gio, thanks very much.
Now we have the FAA.
So you're telling me that there was no way possible, no other place for those jets to go. Why were they going to have to fly directly over that airport?
I don't even know, to be honest. I mean,
why does it have to be directly over that airport? Why is that military base making so many mistakes?
I don't even know. It's just confusing at this point.
Like, go around.
Mm-hmm.
Find go. Why you shouldn't be anywhere near that airport.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere near that airport. Because at that point, you know that air traffic control is not talking to those military jets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, which they should. I mean, they should be able to talk to them, to be honest. Or,
I'm sure they can have some sort of communication with.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure they have to have some communication with, but you still need. They should be veered away from that airport.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree with you. They should be veered away from the airport and all that. I mean, it kind of sucks that this is happening, but we don't know why it's happening though, or why we're getting these close calls and all that. But all right, all right, so the next topic we have is young kid starts fire and all that. It was part of my. This was in my hometown and all that. So and the kid was charged with arson for starting the fire and all that. So, which is very interesting, and I think that kid was doing something like stupid and all that. I'm gonna pull up the video, or do you want to? Or you want me to pull up the video?
You need practice. You can do it.
Okay.
You got to stop depending on these videos, man. You got to be able to like jot down notes from the news article. Make your own story out of it.
I know.
Like when you get like whenever I did the helicopter crash into the Hudson River, I gave the general synopsis of what it was. That way we didn't really have to depend on the video.
That is true. Okay.
Beat the summer rush. Now's the perfect time to schedule your summer landscaping project. Bear Claw Landscaping's award-winning team will create an outdoor oasis
mute that ad
for many years. Call or go to bearclawlandscaping.com now.
Okay. Oops.
New video obtained by KRDO 13 Investigates appears to capture the moments that led to a child being charged with arson. The security camera footage shows what looks like a young boy starting a grass fire in a neighborhood just outside Colorado Springs last week.
The fire burned at the corner of Anvil Drive and Breaking Dawn Street, just south of the Colorado Springs airport, and that's where we find KRDO 13 investigator Michael Lagerwell. He spoke with neighbors this afternoon. Michael.
These burn spots behind me are proof of just how quickly fire can spread in critical fire danger weather. You can see the burn spots getting super close, threatening some of these homes in this neighborhood, and even sending this bush here up in flames in mere minutes. And tonight, neighbors tell me they're thankful this fire didn't get more out of hand. Neighbors and the fire department sprang into action after a grass fire erupted in the Colorado Center neighborhood just southeast of the airport.
They were here really quick, but it's done a lot of damage in the meantime, and that's really close to the house. So that was like an eye-opener that how quickly something can happen.
On Thursday, security camera footage from a neighbor's home caught the start of the fire. It appears to show a child doing something in a spot of dried grass, which a minute later turns into a dark burn spot. In the next 3 minutes,
you know we watched this on the last episode of Rocky, right?
Covering a nearby
no, this
bush.
was on
that child
Tater and a Beer.
Now facing a 4th-degree
Tater
charge.
Why are you taking shit? I knew this shit looked familiar. Why are you taking shit from other podcasts?
I sent it to them.
Needs to find something better than causing this kind of problem.
This was my video idea. But
how much
I wanted them to play it on
damage
Tater and a Beer.
Could have been done. A little more wind, a little higher grass. Yeah, it could have been a big problem.
The boy faces up to 2 years in a youth detention facility.
You're double covering stuff.
El Paso County, Michael
I know
Lagerwell,
that.
KRDO 13 investigates.
Pretty scary, Michael. Thanks.
We got the same viewers. The same people watch this as they watch Tater and a Beer.
It is true. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have played that video and all that. All right. Let's move on to that from that topic. I want to talk about the tariffs and all that. So we all know the tariffs got raised again and all that. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, the tariffs just got raised in China and all that. All right, let me click on the link. Okay, so Trump hits China with a 125% tariff and all that. And that's kind of a how could I word it? Outstanding thing. I mean, we get our phones from China and all that. But I mean, we get everything from China, right?
No.
I mean, not everything.
We don't get everything from China. We make chips and such here in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
We can do things stateside that we do third party out to these other countries and have those other countries do it. And the only reason they do that is because it's cheaper labor in those countries because they don't have the labor laws and such that we have here. But we have the means and the people that are smart enough to do those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's just normally cheaper to do so. And the reason Trump is pushing so hard on the tariffs is it's to get them to realize that, hey, we don't need you. So the harder he pushes on it, he's trying to drive inflation back down. Trying to deflate the oh Lord. He's trying to deflate the inflation a little bit and offset it. The higher the tariffs, the lower the price.
Yep.
Oh, we got old Bob Weiler in the chat. I've got a long, lonely feeling inside me. Never going to find my way. I was living out of touch, just a little much. I bet that you can say the same. Bob Weiler also says, pretty sure that most phone stuff is made in Taiwan.
Or, I mean, I think the
America needs to be.
I think Apple gets their stuff from China, but I could be wrong about that.
How did you know that that my reaction of "Oh Lord" was directed towards you? Wow, it wasn't towards you. It was my thought process, and I'm like, damn, BB, you're really smart tonight, and I don't know what's going on. You're not your normal smart ass self. You're smart.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video that we have. Or there's a video
of the tariffs.
Yeah.
You don't need the video.
Okay.
What do you need the video for? What are you gonna do? Let's watch the video, but we're gonna talk about what we already just talked
about. Okay, that's
you don't need the video.
Okay, that is true.
Because you looked off to your other screen, your face changed, and you said, "Oh Lord," most likely reason because you saw me. I really need to get. I think I need to get smaller computer monitors. My computer monitors are too big.
I have a
it's like
27-inch monitor.
I have 3 27-inch monitors.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Like here, I got to move YouTube over here so it doesn't look obvious when I look off. Yeah, that helped. he can't even tell that I'm looking over there now.
Yeah.
Let's go off the docket for a minute. Let's try not to look at the docket. Let's have a conversation.
Okay.
Without the docket. Okay. This is what happens when you bring me on as your co-host. Because if Nick was here with you tonight, no harm to Nick. He would just let you go about your day with your docket.
Mm-hmm.
Just be clicking the videos, let you play.
Yep.
But no, fuck off. We're not doing that. That's why there's colorful language tonight.
That is true.
Because BB's here. So Tyler, what's new in your world? What's going on? What's something that interests you today in today's world? What's interesting you right now?
Probably about joining the army and all that is what's interesting me.
How the hell would you want to do that?
So I can serve in the military. I mean,
why the hell would you want to do that?
My dad did it.
Thing is, so you got beef with Tater and a Beard.
Oh God.
So, is it because you want to be a guest on Tater and a Beer that you're doing this?
No, that's not why. I want to.
You want to be a guest over there, so you're like, oh, if I join the military, my arch nemesis will interview me.
I mean, when you put it, I wanna serve like my dad did in the Air Force, but I want to do the Army though.
What flavor of Arizona tea did you get? You're interrupting me, dude. I'm in the middle of doing this. I'm trying to teach them here, okay? Golly. Can't interrupt me in the middle of a podcast. Good news to you. We've only been going for how many minutes have we been going for? We've only been going for 40 minutes. So you still got us for about probably another hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not late to tonight's show. You could blow up that comment section all night long. You know what, Bob? You've earned this. We're adding you as a moderator. There you go, Bob. You're now a managing mod. You can moderate the chat. So if you get too out of hand, moderate yourself out. So is that the reason why you want to be a guest on their podcast?
I was a guest on their podcast, but that's not the reason why, though.
Yeah, but you want to have something to talk about. You want it to be an episode all about Tyler. You don't want it to be an episode about whatever they want to talk about. Okay. You want it to be all about you.
Yes.
See, this is what it's like this is what happens when you if you ever come on Delta BB Unfiltered. It's just chaotic. You've been on one time, and I think I was pre-gaming, so I was probably drunk as fuck beforehand. Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river. I don't care that you were typing a long message. I gave you a mod, and it cleared your message. Retype the damn thing. Freaking lazy, dude. Dude's probably about to go to bed. He has an early bedtime. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon there. He's fixing to go to bed.
That is an early bedtime.
Hey, no, not fuck me. Fuck you. Oh, my bad. I was 2 hours off. All right, Tyler. So you got the flow of that. So run some game at me. What you got? What you got going on? This is what we're turning. This is about. Look, we went up to 5 viewers. Look at there. Look at there. Let's turn this into like a practice show. I'm gonna make fucking Delta BB out of you by the end of the night. Okay. Throw some game at me. What you got going on? Don't look at that damn docket. You throw some questions at me. What you got?
What's your? What do you like to do? Why do you like doing 5M and all that?
That's on the docket.
No, I worded it in my own way, but
that's on the docket.
Okay, that is true.
Talk about something interesting. This is like a shitty Kill Tony interview. Fuck off, bro.
Okay, fine. Bob, maybe we'll talk about you.
Damn, I just got called. I just got called Kill Tony. Hell yeah, bro.
Maybe we. What do you think about Bob Weiler calling you out on stuff?
Hey, Bob Weiler, I'd like you to be on my panel. Let's talk about this guy's comedy skit. Oh shit! Hang on, my PC's taking a crap.
Oh.
Holy shit! Hey.
The camera went black.
Yeah, it's because my PC's being stupid. Okay, there it goes.
Oh.
He should go back to working. Well, shit. He should go. No, come in the VC, and we got this. We're gonna talk about what he's.
You might have to turn your camera back on and off. Okay. Yes. Welcome back. Okay then. Hold on, guys. We're having technical difficulties. Our co-host, just hang tight. Hello.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Anyways, back to what was there dead space in there?
Yeah, I mean,
Don't lie to me, Galaxy. Was there dead space in there?
I said please stay tuned. We have technical difficulties with our co-host right now.
Anyways, yeah, I want you in VC. Come on, get in VC.
Yeah, get in VC, Bob Weiler.
We got to show this guy how to do this. There he is.
There he is.
So, on this episode of Kill Tony, tell me some funny fucking jokes. You got 1 minute to do
it. Oh god.
But I couldn't hear you still just now.
Oh fuck. Oh, all right. Let's get this show on the road, Galax or Alvin, Bob, whatever your name is. So you're on an episode of Kill Tony. So Tyler, you got 1 minute to make us laugh. If not, we're gonna roast your ass.
Okay.
Start telling me some funny jokes. And your time starts now.
Holy shit! I just realized how big his nose was. God damn.
How
mine?
Why is Bob Weiler? Why is Cosmetech? Why is Cosmetech a Polish kid?
He's not.
It's not funny. He's British.
I mean, why is he a British kid?
Now it's not funny. Like, you screwed it all up. Come on, you still got 30 seconds.
Okay, no. Dude, I can't.
Still got 30 seconds.
What do you call an airplane with no wings?
God damn, this is a shitty ass set.
Yeah, this is a bad set, bro.
Yes, it's a bad thing. Okay. I can't think of any good jokes.
I'll let the infamous Bob Weiler talk about you for a moment.
God damn it.
What did you think about it? What
right.
did you think about his set? What did you think about his set?
I mean, did he even really say anything? I mean,
do we give him
we
give him another minute?
No.
No, we don't want to waste time. We don't want to waste time.
Well, actually,
like our time is valuable.
Yeah, exactly. Can you look to the side for me?
Who, me?
No, Tyler.
No, I will not fucking do that. Fuck you.
Can you look to the side for
Fuck off, Galaxy.
I just got a text from one of the producers that he says Bob Weiler about to roast.
Fuck off, Galaxy. Fuck off.
Who's that?
Damn. Yeah, who's that?
It's you fucktard Bob Weiler.
Is it though? I mean, dude, you keep on saying I'm like a bunch of different people, man. Like one day you say I'm fucking Fucking John Jones, and next I'm Bob Weiler, next I'm fucking Galaxy. Like, make up your mind. Who am I?
No, it's Jim Jones, and Kool-Aid is really good.
Okay.
I'm not black.
Oh. Fuck. I tried to make a reference.
Hey, Galaxy, who's your celebrity crush?
Why are we bringing this
Bob
shit
Weiler?
up?
Oh, Bob Weiler.
It's BB.
It's.
I believe that.
Hold on. Say that again.
I believe that. He only comments.
Someone
on
clip
YouTube
that,
videos
please.
when
Someone
I'm-
clip
when I'm
that.
here.
I'll make sure
Hey,
you clip that.
I'll say, dude. You know, there's nothing to clip. It's BB, dude. BB's fucking hot. Look at it. Look at it.
I don't.
Look
I'm
at it.
already clipped.
Dude,
I'm
the
already
eye.
clipped. I don't need to be clipped.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude, his eye. Oh my god, that's so adorable. It's a big
Yeah.
turn on for me.
Oh, this is getting weird. And we're fucking live right now.
Well,
this is normally behind closed doors.
Well, I mean, this is my podcast. I mean, this is supposed to
This
be
is normally behind closed doors.
Oh, I wish it was more open. There's no need to hide it, BB.
weird.
Why did I invite you? All right, Tyler. Shoot something at Bob Weiler. Give him a good podcast topic.
What do you think? What do you think about Cosmetech? In your own opinion.
Like, is that all you think about? Like, it seems he's on your mind 24/7. First, you trying to tell a joke about him. Now you're asking me about him. Like, is there? You ever think about anybody else? Like,
actually, I
perhaps
mean,
a girlfriend or something. Oh well, you probably don't have one of those.
I don't have a girlfriend, so
I can tell.
Okay, let me try to think of something.
I think BB died again.
Why do you like Arizona iced tea? Like, give us a reason.
Why does anybody like any drink? Because it fucking tastes good.
Well, I mean, how much sugar does Arizona iced tea have in it?
42 grams, just enough to keep my blood sugar up.
I mean, okay. I mean, I thought sugar is bad, but I mean,
I mean,
are you trying to lose
you can't
weight?
have no sugar. You gotta, dude, trying to lose weight. Dude, I've lost like 70 pounds in the last 3 months.
I'm trying to lose weight, so.
Yeah, it looks like you need to.
Cause I'm okay. Okay, whoa. Okay, I might need to have a bleep button for that.
Hey, you guys brought me on here. He's just like I thought this was meant to be unfiltered.
You know, we
something
should
like-
we should get Cosmetech on here, see how this goes.
Jesus, no.
Unfiltered's tomorrow.
Oh.
We got
So what,
Hammy
should I not,
Games.
like, should I
We got
not
Hammy
just say whatever
Games
comes
coming
to
on
mind?
tomorrow. We got Hammy Games coming
Oh.
on tomorrow.
Probably best I don't say whatever comes to mind on there.
Ah, bro. Open platform.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this.
You know how I run shit.
Yeah, he
As well, no.
runs stuff a bit different than me and Nick, but I mean.
Oh, so do you not want me to say shit like that on here?
Well, I mean,
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, me and Nick need to work on stuff anyway, so I mean, it's gonna. I mean, maybe I should have Nick write the docket one day, but he doesn't want to though.
Who the fuck is Nick?
My co-host of this show.
Some co-host. He's not even fucking here.
Yes, because he has a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, perhaps something you should look into investing into.
Oh fuck you.
Producer is texting again. I asked him what he thought about what the show's turning into. He said it's gotten very interesting. As soon as I heard him say "damn," I just realized how big his nose was. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Okay,
Bob, you have driven this man. You have driven this man to drink.
No, you
He's
did.
been working.
You did.
He has been working on this 6-pack of screwdrivers for the last month. How many do you have left?
I have 3 right now. I just have 3 left.
Is that why your father's not around? Let's talk about that. So Bob, I know your father has been absent most of your life, right?
Yeah, you're the closest thing I got, man.
I know. So you think that you're the reason for his alcoholism?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Is he even an alcoholic?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Test results come back that he is not the father.
Well.
Sorry.
It's not funny, man. Like we're having a serious conversation here about how like he doesn't know who his dad.
Okay, never mind. I should not have left.
I just got those results.
So
damn, wait, how'd you get those results? You come into my room and I'm sleeping and get the DNA swab? Creepy, man.
I mean,
no, it's Cosmetech. Cosmetech gave him.
Oh shit! Wait, what kind of DNA was it?
We can't talk about that. But let's just be glad that I'll put it this way. Let's be glad that Tyler's not going in.
What?
Let's just be glad that Tyler's not going into the Navy.
No. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I don't need to go into the Navy.
I don't think you got it either, Tyler. You didn't understand it.
Navy sucks anyway, so I'm just saying.
Well, that's how I found out that Galaxy dad is not his dad.
Oh, okay then. Moving on. Let's move on for this topic. Here
we go. We're going back to the docket.
No, we're not going back to the docket.
Dead air. Here comes the dead air. You can't have dead air. Cricket. No dead air. Bob's not entertained right now.
What is our favorite alcohol drinks we like to drink? Okay.
What is yours? Because you've only tried one.
Smirnoff.
Yeah, you've only had that one. You got to venture out at some point, son.
I know that.
Mine's going to be an old classic Jack and Coke.
Okay. How about you, Bob Weiler?
I don't drink.
Oh, okay. Well, that's yeah. You know, he should go on the drunks with you, so you can get him to drink.
I mean, technically doing so would be illegal, but
hit me up in 3 years.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Let's do some math there.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
1, 2, 3. I don't.
So he's 17, I'm guessing. Okay. Yeah,
Wait,
that makes
sense.
Is my math still not mathing?
Oh, I lost count.
Yeah,
I gotta start over.
Take your socks and shoes off. I know you have. You only have one thumb. Take your socks and shoes off. You have your 2 big toes.
The other stuff in my eyes.
Oh, hold on. I got something interesting.
You don't want it, dude. You don't want me to take my. No, seriously, you don't want me to take my socks and shoes off. My toes are fucked up. No, you can't.
You don't have to ask.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. He said it's his show.
No, it's not.
You gotta ask.
It's not your show, Bob Weiler. Fuck you.
Yeah, prove it.
It's my show.
Getting aggressive there. I like it.
Okay, so I was watching the news today, and they're talking about moving the space.
You watching CNN?
No, fuck you. Okay, it's not.
He tried to pull up. He tried to pull up a CNN news article earlier.
Okay, so they're talking about moving the Space Force command over to Alabama and all that. So it's
like the Space Force is just a bunch of like fucking old guys playing dress up.
Oh my fucking god! Can I kick him out, please?
Steve Carell is over there, right? Or Carell, he's over there, right?
Steve Carell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over SpaceX, right?
Yeah.
No, not that SpaceX. The Space Force command. Oh. I don't.
No, he had it right. Space Force.
Yeah, Space Force.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought that SpaceX and Space Force were the same.
But they're talking about moving it to Alabama and all that, like over to Huntsville again, and like that's gonna hurt the economy in Colorado Springs. But like, I don't know how that's gonna work out.
The only thing Colorado has going for them is their pot.
Okay, that's
just what I was gonna say.
That's true.
That's it. That's all they've got going for them.
That is true. I mean,
have you ever thought about your career? Actually, have you ever thought about not doing the military thing, being a pot farmer? You know how much money you'd make off of being a pot farmer in Colorado?
A lot of money, probably.
Probably not very much because there's a bunch of.
Yeah.
You had to move somewhere where it just got legalized.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I think that's what Bob Waller wants to be when he grows up.
What, pot dealer? Pot farmer?
Well, no, you're a pot dealer now. But you eventually want to grow up.
Hold on.
Just like my father.
We have an ex-police that watches this podcast and all that.
Okay. And
the key word in that was X.
Okay, never mind.
And another thing that should be noted is you guys got no idea who I am. Like, this guy doesn't even remember my fucking name. Every time I come in, he's like, who is that guy?
I know your name, okay?
That is true.
I know his name, but I just don't want to say it.
I don't think you do. I know his actual name.
I actually don't.
BB, I don't even think you do. I think you might know my first name, but that's about it.
I actually don't know his name, so. I mean, his name's Bob, but Bob.
Yeah,
Waller, but...
my name's Bob.
Okay, there we go. We're getting off to a good start here. Bob, I'm Tyler, and this is BB.
Yeah, nice to meet you. My name's Alden.
Okay.
Dr. Albert Zenobendecroft, offering free prostate exams.
With schedule on the whole pot farming thing. And making some fast money. Oh god. We're gonna have a lot of pot farmers, and I mean, I do know one pot farm here in Colorado, but it's not open anymore.
Really? Just one, really?
It's not open.
I feel like there'd be one every like fucking block, like you guys got McDonald's like every fucking block. Like, I feel like there'd be just the same pot farms.
I feel like if you're driving through Colorado, like, you know, you got like Idaho, they got fields and fields of potatoes, right? Mm-hmm. Then you got like Nebraska, field and fields of corn.
Yep.
I feel like if you drive through Colorado, it's fields and fields of wheat.
Right, and that's like all you can smell. You'll get a fucking high just from driving down the street with your windows down.
Mm-hmm.
Or better yet, you ain't even got to have your windows down. Just have your oscillating air turned on in your car, pulling that outside air in. I feel like Colorado probably, like, you hit the state line and it just smells like a skunk.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
He was supposed to be on this show tonight too. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
He was supposed to be here. Get your ass in here, D-boy. You can't leave me to my lonesome.
Yeah, I'm here with you. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, yeah, you're here too, but you weren't when we started.
Let's try to get the whole gang together. All that in here.
If anybody can
Hopefully
get the
everything
whole
goes.
gang together, it's me.
Hey!
It's me. Everyone likes me.
Hey, Hunter, you want to join us too? We're down to have you.
He's calling these people by their made up names. What the hell?
Fucking
Who is Steve? I don't see a comment from Steve.
Okay,
I
never.
don't see a comment. I don't see a comment from Hunter.
Okay.
Who are these people?
I met tall ass leprechaun gaming.
Well, who's tall as leprechaun? I see him, but you're calling? Who is he? Steve or is he Hunter?
That's Hunter. Tallest
He's me.
leprechaun's Hunter.
I think you just dox these people, dude.
No, I
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to file a police report to an ex-police officer.
you fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you guys.
I mean, Bob is an ex-con.
Hey, we don't talk about that. That was a different identity.
He used to commit felonies, but he doesn't anymore. He's an ex-con.
Well, he doesn't anymore. That's a bit of a stretch.
You don't do it. You don't do it the way you used to.
Hey, what's up, decoy?
You're gonna have to change your identity again, Bob.
Not much.
Yeah, dude, I'm mad now.
I've got to make every identity a moderator.
Dude,
Freaking all of the hosts go and look at the moderators, and they're like, "Why do we have so many moderators?" It's like that's just one person.
yeah.
Every single one of
You
that
wanna see
person's
how many-
YouTube is a moderator.
Here, you want to see how many I got?
I know you have at least 4.
I mean, if you're talking about your I'm not gonna say it.
Aliases?
No, I was.
Oh my god!
I was referring to the. I was referring to the thing we have below and all that. But
You think I got enough?
No, I think I think you need to either go to. You either need 3 more or you need 25 more.
3 more? Why
Either 3 more or 25 more.
Why? Oh.
is he?
Yeah.
Is he sending you pictures of something over there? Or
No.
okay, good.
Send those to me later.
Well, what do you mean? What would he be sending the pictures of?
You don't worry
just
about it.
talking
It's
about-
private.
Here,
Oh,
baby,
God.
here, you want some?
What's going on in the old decoy NDA land? I've completely hijacked Rocky Mountain Podcast. It's now my podcast. How's it going?
Slow and painful, like normal.
I get to do this 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row. I get to do it tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night.
And Saturday night.
Why?
What?
Who's tomorrow night?
Oh,
The unfiltered
am I telling you?
that we can't.
I've
say.
already said it once.
Maybe I just sent you one of those pictures you wanted.
Well, I just got in here, so you'll have to repeat yourself like you normally
We're
do.
he's
Just treat me like you're talking to Ace.
he said the Delta BB unfiltered. Or
Ah.
we're doing it tomorrow. Then
Wait,
I think Saturday.
That's not what he asked.
Or-
Did you ask me what podcast I was doing tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were asking who's going to be on my podcast.
No, I said, what podcast are you doing tomorrow? Damn, it's not
yeah.
even Friday and you're starting to drink early?
He's got that onset dementia.
Wait, you're doing a podcast on Saturday? What? I didn't know. You were-
drunks in a bottle.
Saturday is 2 drunks in a bottle.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Tater and a beer keep trying to take over our day. Like now we're having to schedule around Tater and a beer. This is beginning to be a little bit like who
They're-
live, who
they're-
this?
They're not taking They're not taking my
Don't
day.
worry. Don't worry,
Come
Timmy.
on.
He's just going to give us a lot more shit to cover on Sunday or Monday.
Hey, I know if I'm here, you guys are going to cover it. I'm just trying to make sure my biggest fans cover it. I'm trying to make it to where Tyler gets to go on y'all's podcast on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Y'all don't have your lives.
Hey, if you're not fashionably late, then you're nobody. We
you
learned
say
that from
so.
you because we learned that from you, Mr. Oh, we're going to start streaming at 9 o'clock. Oh, wait, no, let's make it 9:15. No, wait, let's make it 9:30.
Hey,
Hey,
what branch of the military was Timmy in, if you don't mind me
Hitler?
asking?
Oh.
Or-
I believe he said he was Army.
Oh, okay.
I don't ask him to come in here. Ask him. Don't ask us.
Yeah, he's a
Hey,
big boy. He's got his own microphone.
Hey Timmy, can you come in here real quick? I got questions about the Army. I'm planning on joining, but I gotta get my weight down to 210, and I ate salad today at a restaurant. I mean, I don't know if that's good.
That was the first.
Salad don't make you lose weight. Did you eat it with ranch dressing?
The gym.
Yes, I ate it with
Yeah,
ranch
dude, I'm sure
dressing.
there was more ranch dressing than there was of salad.
Yes, I ate it with ranch dressing. Sadly.
How many packets?
Only one.
Or
All of them
how
that they
many
had in
bottles?
stock.
Only one.
How many gallon jugs?
Oh, that's fucked, bro.
Ranch
don't
dressing
make-
is actually one of the most fattening dressings out there, to be honest with you.
You seem like the type of guy to like smother your pizza in ranch dressing.
I mean, if you want one of the lightest ones out there, I would go with actually like an Italian dressing because it's just more or less oil.
To be
Tyler's starting to. It looks like Tyler maybe he's starting to feel a little uncomfortable.
No, I'm not. I mean, I just drink. I mean, to be
Drink what, Mountain Dew?
honest, I need to.
Cheers to that.
I mean, to be honest, I actually want to lose weight and all that, but I need to get down to 210 pounds. I don't know how to do that fast. Enough.
Oh, dude, just do it. Just do what I did. Like, honestly, just get super fucking sick, and you'll lose like 30 pounds in a week. Like, I'm
You
being
just said-
serious when I got. I
You
got
just said
sick
your
not
key
that long
word.
ago.
So
You said your key word, Tyler.
what?
You said your key word. You want to lose weight and you want to do it fast.
So get sick. That's the.
No, you said
No.
you said your key word.
Oh.
You want to lose weight and you want to do it fast.
Oh, okay.
There's no quick and easy way to lose weight.
I mean, there's weight
Oh,
loss drugs out there.
He can fast.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's-
well,
that's what I did.
no. Okay, so if you try fasting, that'll only work for a little bit before you plateau, and then your body's gonna say "fuck this" and it's gonna put the weight back on.
Another way
Been there-
is
Been there, done that. Got the freaking t-shirt.
to don't eat at all and just drink water. Go on a water diet.
I mean, look at Kelly Clarkson. She did it by doing drugs and all that. They're doing
Kelly
a
who?
weight loss drug.
Kelly who?
I know what.
Kelly
I can get you some
Clarkson.
shooters on Vic.
Like I said, Kelly who?
Kelly Clarkson.
I can get you some Stritos on Vic.
Well, okay. Do you have a bike?
Yes, I do.
How often do you
Does
ride
the
it?
training wheels on it?
No, I have a. No, I don't. I don't have a. I have a bike in the basement, but it's like one of those bikes you just get on and pedal. Like the
No,
ones at the
a
gym.
real bike. Do you have like a real bike?
I mean, I used to, but
Because if you have a real bike, you're going to lose more weight doing that than you are going to be trying to do a fast or whatever. Because you're physically going to be burning calories.
okay, that is true.
I mean, if you're just sitting in a chair like you are right now all day, you're just more or less saving your calories.
Okay.
I mean, believe me, I eat like a freaking sparrow, literally, and I still haven't lost any weight. As soon as I go out this spring, when it gets out there and it gets warm, I'm going to be on my bike. I'm going to be riding. I'm going to start losing weight again.
I mean, I have been starting to walk and all that outside. So,
yeah. I mean, walking's okay, but I mean, riding your bike, you're going to be using your muscles in your legs. Your legs are going to be pumping more blood, so you're going to be getting a good cardio, because you got to remember your thighs are like mini little hearts, and they keep pumping that blood.
What kind of podcast do they think we're doing?
Or no, I hope.
I don't know what kind of podcast they doing.
Yeah.
Are you decent? That's new. Huh.
That's a first.
You winning?
Yeah, I'm trying to read your messages. Bro, you were only like, what, $150? So you're under 100 pounds now?
What?
You were only like, what, like $150, and now you're at,
No,
now
I
you're
was
under
like,
100 pounds?
Before that I was like 235.
Holy shit, fat ass. Those pictures that Cosmetech were sending me, real?
What was he sending you? I honestly don't know what he sent you.
Okay, I'm back.
It was some fat kid with Arizona tea.
No, those were AI generated. No, I'm like 160 now.
And
That's
how
just
tall
in the
are
span
you?
of like about 6 foot.
About 6 foot. Okay, that's not too bad.
But I lost like all that weight in the span of like
Did
6
you
months.
Did you just Roy D. Mercer him?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to Decoy. Did you
What do you
just
mean?
Roy D. Mercer him?
No. He says he's
It sounded
160
like
pounds.
It sounded like you Roy D. Mercered him.
Sorry,
no, he says 160 pounds, and he said he's about 6 foot, and I said that's not too bad.
If y'all don't know who Roy D. Mercer is, go check it out. Go check him out.
God.
He's died. I know
maybe
you
I
know who
should-
he is, Decoy.
Maybe.
But one of his famous lines was,
How big,
"How big
a boy,
old boy
are
are
you?
you?"
All right, and I got a 55-gallon drum of whoop ass. I'm going to just pour right all over your ass.
Maybe I should get a bike again.
My damn boy Jeffro, he got that damn finger fungus from your damn balls up there at your bowling alley.
What?
How about I just come out over there and just put a pot nuts right on top of your head?
What did this turn into? Someone tell me.
It's whatever I want it to be. This is called a hostile takeover.
Okay.
And yes, I hope that she saw that we were decent. It looked like she freaked out a little bit because my eye was drifting, and I apologize for that. I got to get that under control.
Okay, so
he doesn't even.
No, I
He doesn't even want to talk about it.
Remember.
Remember you were telling us about your horrible childhood.
I think his mom and dad's maybe old Sharon Jean was in here, getting it on with little Roy D.
No, my parents were saying goodnight to me and all that. So yeah.
Give you a little kiss on the forehead before going to bed.
No, fuck
They still
you.
tuck you in at night.
F you. Here. Here's the middle finger.
Or did you have a little problem with Raymond and Letitia coming on over?
I done got his ass on his damn Roy D. Mercer shit.
I'm probably gonna get my dad to buy me a bike, to be honest, so I can start riding it. So
You're like a kid who wants a puppy, but instead of a puppy, it's a bike.
Fucking daddy's money. I wish I had that.
I don't have any
Fuck.
money to buy a bike, so yeah.
I'm sorry that I broke the news to you earlier the way I
Just go
did.
steal one.
It's okay.
I can't even buy a bike with my money.
We'll figure it out. I promise you that we will have you on a podcast, and I will read you results that you want to hear of. He is the father.
Oh my God, he's gonna go Jerry Springer on our ass now.
Oh God.
I've already done it.
Okay, let's say that Decoy
Okay, Murray.
is his father.
Hey, Tyler, if you don't got any money for a bike and you want a bike, just do what every black guy does and go steal one.
Come on.
You know,
This is why you can't have your own show.
I'm not even black, you asshole.
I didn't say you were.
He never said you were.
Caught, you might not. If you get caught, you might not be able to run past him.
If you do it Galaxy's way, just make sure you keep your pants pulled up so that you're not arrested for peddling crack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you wear a belt, actually use the belt. Don't have it like just on there for the looks and the big ass belt buckle.
Okay. I mean,
come on, Timmy. We need you in here. Get in here. Come on.
Yeah, we
know
need
you're not
you
doing
in here, Timmy. we need you to call Bob Weiler out and just say dumb shit.
Damn, what do you have?
Never do that.
You have a grudge against Bob?
No, I don't. I'm just kidding.
Look, this guy has beef. This guy has beef with Tater and a Beer.
No, I don't.
Down to Earth podcast. He has beef. Decoy, I figured it out tonight. The reason he's joining the military is he wants to be a guest on their podcast, like to where the show is all about him.
No,
figured it out. As soon as he does his episode with Tater and a Beer about him joining the military, he's quitting. He's quitting.
I'm not gonna quit my podcast.
We're not talking about your podcast. We're talking about the military. You're gonna quit.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Why not? Why the hell not?
I actually want to serve my country and go out and fight in wars.
I don't think Tyler signed up for this beating tonight.
I did not.
Well, so I mean, I understand fighting for your country, but I mean, I don't know anybody that truly wants to go fight in a war. That's always the last thing somebody would really want to do.
I don't want to fight in a war, to be honest.
Then you need to join the National Guard.
I mean, I do want to fight in a war, but I mean, I want to be military police. I want to be like that in the military.
You just need to join the National Guard, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, military police, they don't really fight in wars. They just sit around here and they arrest people on base for doing nothing.
That's what I want to do. Just be a police officer. And when I get out of the military, I can go be a police officer for the police department.
You know you still have to go through that academy too, right?
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure you know that just because you're military police doesn't automatically let you just be a police officer.
Yes, I know.
So why not just go be a cop?
Yeah.
Cut out the middleman.
I don't think they want my fat ass though. And
who does?
I tried applying and
fucking
I got
Bob.
denied. So
you tried what?
I tried applying and it got denied.
Did you even interview? Did they make you do the psych test and all that?
Nope.
Were you 21 when you applied?
Actually, no, I wasn't.
That's why you got denied.
Okay.
You have to be at least 21 years old to be a cop.
Actually, that's true. Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably why.
And did you actually check and see if the department was actually hiring?
Yes, they are. They were hiring. So
certified or non-certified?
Yeah, that's gonna be my next question. Okay, so what they were wanting to do is they didn't want to take somebody that's green, send them to the academy, and then get them back 6 to 8 months later. They needed somebody now. That's what certified means.
Yeah, if you ever see postings for certified, not a rookie.
Police officer. Hold on, let me do something.
Anyways, Decoy.
Well, you also know that if you go into LEO, that you're going to do it for the job and not the money.
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends. Some areas pay fucking massive money for cops.
There's a police patrol
Like
officer in another town.
Yeah,
beside me, but
you need to look for anything that says non-certified. That means they're going to send you to the academy. They're going to pay you while you're at the academy. You need to look for non-certified.
what does certified mean?
Certified
you've
means
been
you
to the
went through
academy.
all of it.
Oh, okay then.
So
You need to
okay,
be
so
look-
there's
you
two
need
parts.
to be looking for non-certified.
There's two parts to being a cop. You have your certification, which means you've gone to the police academy, you've had all your instructions and everything else. So,
They have a police recruit job open.
so once you have your certification, you're at that point. The next part is to be sworn, and it's just like a officer in the army. You're sworn and you get a commission. At that point, then you are literally working for the city, the state, county, or whoever. And that's when you actually have your law authority at that point. But once you lose your commission, you're just a standard citizen again.
I actually just found a job opening for them. It's a police recruit on their website.
That's the same thing as non-certified, more than likely.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so if it's non-certified, then that's something you can try.
Okay. I mean,
now the other question is is it in your city, your same county, or is it half the world away?
It's my city.
Okay. 'Cause I mean, another thing a lot of people will do is they will go and apply for like New York City or Los Angeles with their police departments because they've got so many people that they need law enforcement. And if you get through their rigorous hiring process, it can be a good stepping stone. I mean, stop and think. Daryl F. Gates, chief of police for 35 years for the LAPD, wasn't nobody. And he worked his way all the way up to the ranks and everything else to be chief of police. And the only thing that ruined his career was Rodney King.
Who?
Rodney King.
Did you just say who?
No. I said
It sounded like it.
I said oh.
It sounded like who to me. That's why I said Rodney King twice. So that's the third time there.
You gotta think, man. Decoy, you're a boomer.
Always. What do you expect?
You're a boomer.
I'm a grumpy old boomer. What are you talking about?
And then you got Tyler, who might just be oblivious to some things. There's things that there's things that Tyler knows. You might. Do you know who Rodney King is?
No, I don't.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
then
you
we're
gotta-
equal with Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
Oh shit, you guys. All right, Tyler, take a crack at Decoy.
Ask him to. Oh, okay. I can.
This is to come on. Got to get you out that skin. You got to stop playing the videos and stuff. You got to be able to just go with the flow.
What's your
Come on, what's the matter, Colonel Sanders? You chicken?
What's your favorite alcohol you like to drink, Decoy?
First off, you got to know your.
Like,
Well, first off, you have to know your guest.
Oh, okay.
You got to know your guest. Decoy doesn't. Decoy doesn't
I don't drink.
He quit drinking at 21 years old.
I forgot he said that.
So,
Try to cry again.
most that man likes to drink is some non-alcoholic beer.
I haven't even had any of those.
What
I've
did
been
you-
meaning to get some.
What kind of stuff did you like as a police officer, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, can you kind of narrow that down? Like,
did you?
Are you talking about?
Did you like arresting people, or did you like transporting people, or what?
Well, okay,
I liked arresting the black people.
What's going on, Hammy Games? Feel free
Hey,
to join
Hammy.
the VC. Feel free to join
Yeah.
the VC. It's just
So-
the night of showing Tyler Rocks over here how to run a pod.
Okay.
You're a really
So-
good voiceover. I think you get it.
Basically, I never physically arrested anybody when I was a cop. I've said it once. I've said it a million times. I did. The community I was in, our police chief did not want us to be a glorified police department. We were community policing 100% in effect. Only time anybody ever got arrested is when they truly deserved to be arrested. Everything else was pretty much, verbal written warnings or whatever. The only time I ever wrote a ticket is when the chief said, the mayor says we need to write at least one ticket a month. It's like, okay. Yeah, one ticket a month. And it's like,
They just sit
weren't
at the
there-
one stop sign in their town. They get 'em.
Yes. Yep. So,
Write myself a ticket.
for me, it was, just serving the community.
No
I
cop, no
mean,
stop.
Pretty much. It's like, we go to the football
Compass
games,
unit.
be visible and, just have fun with the community. Not like it,
All right.
not like it is now.
Decoy, take a shot at Tyler.
So Tyler, you say you're wanting to go into the Army, but you were originally wanting to go into the Air Force.
Mhm.
What made you change your mind from going from the Powder Puff Brigade to the Dogface Brigade?
I think it was because that I want to do something different. What my dad did and all that.
So is your dad still active or is he retired?
He's retired.
Full 20 or did he get out early?
He did 23 years.
23? Well, congratulations to him.
Thank you.
But so, I know a lot of people in all branches of the military, and literally the Air Force are the ones that, we give them the hardest time of all.
I always thought it was the seamen that got the hardest time.
No, believe it or not, the seamen, they're about second or third on the list. It depends on which branch is ragging on who. Because you got to remember, the Marines are just seamen that are just crazier than the rest of them. And that's kind of what the Air Force is, just the easier branch, quote unquote, from half the Army says. So it's like, it just depends on who you ask and what their take on it is. Because you got to remember, the Air Force just spun off and created Space Force. So you got Space Cadets.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you got Steve Carell.
Yeah, all the way.
So we have Hammy Games here now,
What's up, Hammy Games?
aka Bill, aka Battlefield Bill, aka his YouTube name, The Real Hammy Games.
Man, this police department wants to
Did
know
your-
everything about me.
I wonder if he hasn't talked yet, so I'm wondering if his mic's,
Yeah, that's
or
what
if he's
I'm
just
wondering
waiting
too.
for us to, or if he's just waiting for us to finish his introduction.
I was just having fun with it.
Just seeing how far I'll go with it.
Yeah, I mean, you said come on in, so I figured that I would show up right here on the Rocky Mountain Podcast, exclusive on Squad Productions.
Yeah, now I have to clip that. Thanks.
Well, you know.
You only had we only paid you to voice over one thing.
Well, you know, that one thing is associated with another thing, and that thing associated with another thing. So before you know it,
Nah, you're gonna voice over everything.
it's like a monopoly.
Well, send the bill to Tyler.
All right, he better get working overtime.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So Hammy, you've ran a podcast. You and old Matt Francis had Two Dudes with a View.
Yeah.
Been a minute since that podcast has happened.
Yeah, about a little over a year and a half now, probably.
I mean, Two Drunks has been going on 2 years. And I remember when we started ours, you were like, "Oh, you paid a little bit of homage to Two Dudes with a View, with Two Drunks in a Bottle."
Yeah, the name
So it's
the name was pretty close.
So, running your podcast, shoot a topic over to Tyler. Show him just how easy it is, how you can go with the flow, and you keep the conversation going. No dead air, no sharing of videos. That's a big thing with Tyler. He likes to share videos.
Yes.
Well, the easiest thing to do first is what's the format of the podcast? Like, what's the vibe it goes for? Right? Because I was listening to one podcast not that long ago. It was all about airplanes and stuff, right? And if that's like your little part in
That's
it,
his thing. That's his niche. He likes
all right,
aviation.
I wasn't listening. I don't know how long the podcast has been going tonight, but what do you think of the helicopter accident in New York? I don't know if you covered it or not, but that was just, 3 o'clock this afternoon on the East Coast?
Yep, I put it in his docket tonight.
Hey, I got a question real quick.
You got to answer the man.
Okay. Well, I'm applying for this job right now.
Why are you applying for a job in the middle of a podcast?
I don't even know.
It's almost like look, there's a squirrel thing.
It really is sometimes.
And I'm confused on this question. No.
Okay, let's turn this to how to answer questions on an application. We'll help you lie on an application. This isn't live or anything. We got you, bro.
I'm just never mind. I'll wait till after.
But in order for me to proceed, I'm going to need your social security number, your address, your phone number, date of birth,
I can't give that
shoe
out.
size.
I can't give that out.
Well, you can.
Which part can you not? Which part can you not give out?
Social security.
We can work with everything else.
Well, a social security number is 9 digits. Just give me 8 of them, and I bet you I can figure out the 9th one. I mean, I have a 1 in 10 chance of getting it right.
It probably starts with a 4.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, that's a good range to start, a 4 or 5, because you can either go up or down from there.
Well, most people start with a 4 or a 5.
It starts with a 5.
Okay.
You know, speaking of social security numbers, you know how terrible it is that my social security number has 3 6s right in a row? Like, that's bad.
I knew you were fucking Satan.
That's what I thought. My mom used to always call me her little devil, and I never really understood why.
Oh, you learn something new about somebody every day.
Yeah. Oops. And then I have red hair, which is, sign of a ginger. Gingers don't have no souls.
It all aligns.
Yeah.
So, Tyler, you're going to answer the man's question.
He didn't ask it.
He did ask it.
What was it?
It was, what's your social security number? No, that wasn't the question. The question was the helicopter accident in New York.
Oh.
What we covered earlier. What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, what's your opinion on it?
No, that's your opinion on it.
Oh, I mean, I said my opinion. I mean, it's kind of sad about, like, there was a helicopter crash. I mean, it reminds me of the Sully incident a lot.
I mean, for me, like first off, this year has been pretty shitty, huh? Like when it comes to flying, it hadn't been good. You had January, you had what happened in DC, and then you had a week later Philadelphia, and then
it really hasn't been that bad though.
But when you look,
it's more right now in the limelight because of the things that have happened within the current president's presidency.
Well, but
because of all the FAA regulations stuff being lifted and people being fired and shit like that.
But
that's why it's like under a microscope. There were we looked it up earlier. I looked up the statistics. We were at over 1,400 plane crashes last year alone. 290 or 260 of them being fatal plane crashes. But you didn't hear anything about those last year.
And the thing is what made it so bad this year is because the plane crash in DC that killed whatever it was, 68 people or whatever,
67.
was the single deadliest aviation accident in the United States in 15 years.
Mm-hmm. Right? You talk about the one with the Black Hawk?
Yeah, so you know, a plane would wreck and 2 people would die or whatever, right? Like that was the single largest loss of life due to aviation in 15 years. And then fast forward less than a week later or a week later, whatever it was, and you had 6 people die in Philadelphia or 5 people in Philadelphia, whatever it was. A couple days later after that, you had that airplane carrying 8 or 9 people go down in Alaska. And like, it just keeps happening. And it's getting worse. Now, those plane crashes happened all the time, the 7 or 8 people ones. Mm-hmm. And now this one today, watching the video of it, it's like, how in the hell did that helicopter take off? And what happened that caused the rotors to fly off, the tail boom to come off, it flip over, and
we kind of had some theory. I had some theories on that. Tyler kind of, I think, was like, trying to agree with it or trying to figure out his own thought process with it. But so the water is really choppy, right? So I wonder if it was like super windy and somehow like the helicopter was in a certain position for some reason.
I don't know,
like
because
it twisted the rotor.
Right after it happened, like my phone went off. I don't know why. Google decided to send me a message, like an email or whatever, a notification of some sort about this news notification about this helicopter thing. So I started reading it, and then I refreshed YouTube, and of course, it's like the first 3 videos are about this helicopter. So I started watching it, and they were explaining it, and they still haven't given the tail number that I know of, but I'm smart enough to know that if you go on FlightAware and you go to where they said it wrecked at in the Hudson River, you will find, not now anymore, but there was a helicopter that wasn't moving in the Hudson. And if you hover over it, it would give you the information for it. And you just take that information in FlightAware and it'll give you who owns it. It was some kind of tour company or something that owned it.
Mm-hmm. It was on its 6th tour of the day.
Yeah. So, but
that's been in there for 15 minutes.
What I'm thinking in my brain, because the last known altitude of it before, like its steady altitude, was 175 feet above the ground. That's not like right there, but it's also not really high either. I think, just me, I think that what happened was the pilot probably went to turn, and it may have, the helicopter may have went on its side just a little bit, which caused the rotors to bounce. And maybe when the rotors bounced, one snapped off, which without all the rotors, the damn thing can't fly right. And if it starts to spin, if the carriage starts to spin, the force of it could rip off the tail boom, and then it could go. Now, the only reason I say that is I watched a video of a witness that said it sounded like the helicopter was flying normal and then just had engine failure. So to me, that tells me that something happened to the rotor that caused it to spin and snap off the tail boom, and resulting in it flipping over before it hit the water.
There was an expert in helicopters or whatever that talked in the video that we had watched. one of the news articles that we watched, and the guy had said that it's pretty much catastrophic if you lose a tail rotor, or not a tail rotor, any rotor period on a helicopter. Like you're looking at crash landing. The helicopter cannot do anything if it loses even one rotor.
Those things are so balanced that they need them. When I watched the video of it over and over again, like, you know, you see it happening, and in the video they don't show you the whole thing. They just show you like it falling. They don't even show you hitting it hitting the water. But with the 6 people that were on it, 4 of them were pronounced dead on the scene, and 2 of them got rushed to a hospital where they later died. So, or not, I don't want to say later, but where they ended up being pronounced dead. So that tells me, you figure, even at a 50-foot fall, a 50-foot free fall, uncontrolled, and you hitting the water that damn hard, like you're gonna be in some pain. And that thing hit upside down, so it started sinking immediately.
Wait, so why don't they have
the articles that I've read so far? They hadn't found it, or like none of them later died or anything. Like they just presumed all of them were dead. The water is at 51 degree. Said it was real frigid water. The helicopter is upside down, like floating upside down.
Well, I'm just saying what they. I watched the news conference with Eric Adams
I'll play the video because it was something that I didn't see in all the videos that I watched earlier that showed the helicopter in a position like this here. I hadn't seen this part till we watched the news article. The only video I seen was the tail rotors hitting the water, and I didn't realize that it was tail rotors. I thought it was the helicopter. But by the time the rotors hit in this part right here, that's the video that I see. This here. Like that was close. And Manhattan, lower Manhattan, talking about like they've been saying for years that like this is unsafe, and that their air traffic control and stuff, helicopters flying, any type of aviation being above the city, they want it to like halt. Because this is the second crash in the Hudson River since 2018 with a helicopter. Just pulling out all the drinks tonight. It looks like I'm just all over the place. I got a Prime. I've got a Coke. Just got everything.
Okay, I'm going to send you this video. I have it time-stamped. It's the press conference, but
I am not going to play it over air. I have not had luck with news articles on, even from YouTube, getting hit with YouTube strikes.
It's weird because you're usually allowed to play like up to a minute's worth of it if it's used for like analysis. But in that video, it's like I clipped it like 10 seconds or so before she says about the people. It might even be like 15 seconds. It's not long. Before
right, we'll play it. I guess if I'm playing it, it's my fault. It ain't Tyler.
You said no videos, but
I'm pretty sure you can play like and really it's even if you put it on another monitor or just play the application, the audio. I don't know if you could do that on Discord, but even still, you're allowed to show clips for like analysis. I don't see why, unless you're playing like the whole damn video. They really can't say much.
Here. 4 victims were pronounced dead on scene, and 2 more were removed to local area hospitals, where sadly both succumbed to their injuries. Names are being withheld at this time.
That was the part.
Here is.
So that's the part in the conference where they said that 2 of them got taken to the hospital. I was like, well, there was, 3 kids and 3 adults, or something like that. So.
Yeah, it was the pilot and then a family of 5.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that?
They were from Spain, because I know Spain authorities have been involved to identify who the people are.
All right, well, so we covered that topic now, Tyler. What is it that got you into wanting to do podcasts in the first place?
I got the idea from one of my friends. He does a podcast called the Flight Deck Podcast, and that's what I wanted to do. So,
I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Amy Games ain't been around in a minute, but we've got an array of shows now, Amy. Trying to just let everybody come up with their own little thing. So what better way to do it than Squad Productions?
I mean, it's a home.
I always liked that name, and boom, here we go. What do we got, Tyler? We got 6 or 7 shows that run underneath the brand.
Yep.
Got the Aftermath that Decoy's a part of, that beefs with just me for some reason. Don't know why.
I was originally going to call my
That's the way you wanted it.
I was originally going to call my podcast the Glitch Pod, but that didn't sound too catchy, but so yeah.
Well, hey, things will evolve.
Mm-hmm.
You'll start getting used to it. When I started my podcast, 2.5, 3 years ago, whatever it was, we had a run sheet of what we would do, right? We would say that for this 15 minutes, we would talk about news. This 15 minutes, we would talk about sports. And then it just kind of evolved into, we were just talking about whatever the hell we wanted until we were done. And we did try to stick to a strict 1 hour podcast at it, because we would record 3 podcasts a night or at a time when we would do it. We did, I think, maybe 1 live podcast, but there's live podcasts are different in the aspect that you have to have all your ducks in a row for a live podcast, right? You can't just get in and go, I'm going live tonight. You have to come in with an idea, your entry plan and your exit plan. Those are the things. You have to know what you want to start off with and what you want to end with, because you don't want to end on something sad or something depressing.
Yeah.
You also don't want to start with something sad or depressing, because that's doing either one of those. If I'm listening to a podcast and the whole thing's good and then you end on something sad and depressing, I'm going to be like, why would you do I've seen it on many of them. If you watch a lot of the podcasts from the bigger people, their podcasts are, first off, they're all over the damn place. You never know where they're going. I don't even think they know where they're going. They just get in the car and close their eyes and hit the gas and hope for the best. But they always end with some kind of weird, funny story or, something stupid that's not depressing or sad or involve death or something like that. But it's good to talk about that stuff throughout the middle of it, though, because then you can put it in the title and clickbait people.
So I wanted to end the podcast off in a good way, talking about the Bermuda Triangle, but I don't know, it'll be good to do, but I mean,
you're saying you're about ready to end it?
No, I mean, we don't have to end it yet.
The only thing good about the Bermuda Triangle is it's a triangle. And it's really not even a triangle if you look at it. It's one side's longer than the other. A triangle's supposed to be three equal sides.
It has. Like...
So before you get into the Bermuda Triangle, Tyler,
okay.
I told you I hijacked your show tonight.
Okay, that's true.
So now that you've got to hear Hammy, you got to kind of hear how he rolls. Take a shot at Hammy. Treat him like he's your podcast guest. Bring up a topic that you think he wants to talk about. So I'll give you a couple of facts about him real quick. So for one, he brought up, that he's a ginger. Apparently, his social security number is the devil's.
Okay.
And then he started his own YouTube channel. He's playing different games. He's playing Rant Simulator. He's playing Schedule 1. Just to give you a little bit of background, he ran a 5M community, SAFR.
So, I guess my question would be, what do you like about Schedule 1 and all that? Like the game, like how is it good to any other game and all that?
Well, first, when I play video games, like I don't watch. If I'm going to play a video game, especially something that I'm going to do for YouTube, I don't watch videos on it. I refuse to, because, I don't want to know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch a video where somebody is further along than me, and I get to see what I'm going to eventually. Because then it's like, it's like watching a movie trailer, because in a movie trailer they tell you the whole damn movie. So why even go see the movie?
That's what Hunter's doing with your videos right now. He's making sure you're not getting ahead of him before he watches your video.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like that's kind of like oxymoronic of me, because I don't want to do it, but yeah, here I am putting videos out, and other people may have the same thing. But what do I like about the game? The single biggest thing I like about the game, and it's not even really that impressive, it's just the sounds, like the effects in the game. Because when you walk up to somebody, it's like you're dealing with, when you walk up to somebody and talk to them, you get that Minecraft vibe, the villager vibe. When you talk to a Minecraft villager, that stupid noise they make, it's almost like that, except for you can hear what they're saying, but they sound like a villager. The other thing I like is the graphics. It's cartoony. And it's not that I like cartoony games, it's just that they focused more on the gameplay and not what it actually looks like. I've played a lot of really nice, pretty games, but the story was shit. And I would stop playing them because of that. Like, I can't remember the name of the game now. Green Hell is what it's called. It's a very immersive survival game. It looks really good. It's impossible. Like, I couldn't get past a certain point in it because you end up running out of storage space, or you're just spending too much time collecting mud.
I think a good game for you, Hammy, would be called Stray, where you are just a stray cat.
This is going to sound... a couple years ago, maybe a year or two ago, I almost bought Deer Simulator.
Deer Simulator.
Yeah.
Goat Simulator is really good.
Yeah, this... I watched the video for this game on Steam, and I'm like, I have to get this. You're basically a deer running around, and the people on the streets you can turn into followers, and then they would have antlers, and they would follow you around, and it was... The whole thing is stupid, but it just looked like it would be something fun to play. Like, I don't know, Tyler, if you played it or ever played it or not, but
no.
What the hell's the name of the game now? I'm trying to think of the name of this game, and it's not landing on my brain right now.
I mean, I played a fast food simulator, but
oh, that's a series that I have too, Fast Food Simulator. That thing's like addicting.
It's just addicting.
It's really hard to play by yourself once you get a drive-through, though. You go nuts.
It's hard. It's hard to play by yourself. I mean, I'm on the drive-through level right now, so I mean,
yeah, it's a pain in the ass to do when you got to try to manage the dining room and the drive-through and the grills and the fryers and
Yep.
Did you the game that I would never have thought that I would have liked because of the graphics. But it's a game that, again, you really can't play alone. But when you get a group of people, it turns into really good fun. It's called Lethal Company. That damn game there.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I played it, so.
Dude, you got to play Sketchy's Contract. We got to do Sketchy's Contract.
Oh, yeah.
And I do.
We got to do Sketchy's Contract tomorrow after the podcast.
And I do play Flight Sim as well. So
don't have to record it or anything. Just get the whole group together and play fucking Sketchies tomorrow.
Yeah, because they just had a big update or a major update to it.
Yeah,
new weapons, furniture, quality of life, housing, and more.
I have the game. I don't know which one of you guys got it for me, but I have it and installed it and never played it.
It was either me or Decoy. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
I think it was probably me for some reason.
I just remember I had a thing on Steam saying, you have a gift, and that was that.
Another one we need to get you into is Ready or Not.
I know you messaged me about that the other day, and I've been so damn busy this past week, I haven't had time to think about what I was going to do next.
So Tyler, you're talking about Flight Sim, and I cut you off.
Sorry.
I apologize.
I'm
sure Hammy Games has something up his sleeve for Flight Sim. With you bringing it up, he has you'll have your own Flight Sim server over in United Gaming Network.
Yep, and we have that thing set up. Well, when I say we, Matt has that thing set up to. We have our own ATC system and everything, and flight logs where you report your flight logs, and way above my pay grade, that's for sure. I fly the planes.
There's a certain network I go on when I play Flight Sim. It's called VATSIM. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
yep, we have our own VATSIM thing set up.
Okay. I did not know and all that. But yeah, I like doing VATSIM and all that. I have some Flight Sim streams on my channel, if you want to go look at it. But I think Flight Sim is a very good game to play for me. I just haven't streamed it in a while because I've been busy, all that, so.
The one thing I don't like about Flight Sim is, like, when you start flying the bigger planes, there's way too many knobs and buttons, and it's not user friendly, especially when you know really nothing about flying. The smaller planes, the little dodo type planes that land in the water and stuff, that's more my speed. I don't have to deal with none of that knobs and turning altitude dials, and that's for the birds.
Now your co-host shows up.
First of all, my girlfriend was in the hospital, so I was hanging out with her while she was over.
Damn! Don't make me feel bad, asshole. Don't make me out like the asshole. I already knew I was an asshole, but don't make me recognize it.
No, you never DM'd me, buddy.
I did.
Not today.
Yes, I did.
It's fine, Nick. It's fine, Nick. I got you, bro.
All right. Anyway, Bill, it's good to see you. Long time no see.
Yeah, I seen a logo pop up, and I'm like, and then the conversation happened, and BB will know this because I was in a podcast with him with another person that at one time was a friend, and BB and Hunter were having a drinking fit over some ice, and I just had a flashback to a domestic disturbance.
Famous two drunks in an argument clip.
Yeah, the old two drunks in an argument
clip. Okay.
Anyway, how did the podcast go? Are you guys still alive?
We're still going.
Yes, we're still going.
Okay, I'm shirtless. Otherwise, I turn on my camera.
No. Okay.
Hey, look, there might be money in that.
I agree, but it's burning in my room right now. So
Hey, Nick,
go ahead for a kitty show.
Go ahead and do it, Nick. I mean, Tyler's mom already came in and asked me if he's decent.
What? No. What?
Hey, really?
Yeah, she did. She did. He was like, "I'm in the middle of the show, Mom." She's like, "Are you decent?"
Sitting there with his shirt on and his underwear off.
Don't stand up, Tyler.
Oh shit.
But if you do, and if you are that way, just know there is a certain demographic in the United States and the world that
I
may
may or may
find
not
that.
take a screenshot and post it everywhere.
No, don't do that.
All right, I'm gonna go at least put a vest on. It's burning up in here.
Okay.
Vest.
A vest. Stone Cold Nick.
Look, Tyler, I'm going to let your co-host do that, and I'm going to let you end your show because I know you're at the two.
I mean, we can go longer.
You're at your 2.5 hour mark. We're not doing a two drunks tonight to where we're doing a 7-hour live stream.
We still got to do two stoners with a boner.
That was a really great idea that I had, and you haven't committed.
You blame me?
I don't know why the logo is perfect.
I guarantee you, if you put that in the title of a video,
let me send you the logo. Let me send you the logo.
I would bet you my ass that you would get 100 views in the first 10 minutes because people were like, "What? Stoners and boners? What's going on here?"
Look, two drunks in a bottle may.
You want to
may rebrand as it for one night.
You want to tell Nick?
Take a look at that logo.
You want to tell Nick what you were telling me about something, all that about me not doing the whole videos and all that, or because
I technically just sent you a dick pic.
Yeah, you got Cheech and Chong hanging out between a peckerwood. Good Lord.
We also
Tell me
have
that's
a
not
theme
a
song for
perfect
it,
logo.
too. And he's got the theme song to go with it.
Oh God. Hey, Nick, your camera froze.
Yeah.
He just froze in life altogether.
He was burning up just a minute ago.
Okay, hold on.
His PC overheated.
That's that new strand of the COVID.
Hold on. So I guess we should end it here and all that, or?
I mean, we can.
Or do you guys want to keep going?
I've given you enough hell tonight, Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't get my chance to take a shot at him yet. He was allowed to go at me.
So you want? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Go ahead, Hammy.
See, I come with a serrated blade though.
Oh God.
What is going on with your green screen, buddy?
I'm
fixing to have an epileptic seizure with this thing. You are fading in and out, and it's cutting through your head. And what the hell is happening here?
Here, let me turn my green screen on.
I don't use NVIDIA Broadcast for my camera and all that, and yeah, so
So you're using the built-in, the crappy one from Discord.
Yes.
Oh damn! Bringing up crap. Damn, what you got against my background, bro?
I don't know, but that toilet you got, I need because it looks pretty comfortable. It's got a nice little backrest. It almost mimics that of a gaming chair.
Hold on.
Yeah, just a little bit.
On.
For this background.
I got something. Hold on.
Got a picture of my uncle.
Like that.
I got something. Hold on.
Or that background.
You should. I should take a picture of my coffee mug. It's a mug that almost looks like the bounty roll, and it says on it Biden, the quicker fucker upper.
Well, the reason I don't show my room is because of this, because of how messy it is. So, yeah.
Wait, is that lotion and paper towels on your bed, Tyler? What the fuck is
that?
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
I think that's baby oil.
Baby oil. Oh, Tyler. Are those condoms, Tyler? My guy.
I just got one question. Did he do it?
No.
Oh.
I don't even have a girlfriend.
That's
Yeah, that's Diddy.
Diddy had boyfriends.
Okay.
Yeah, are you secretly Justin Bieber?
Yeah. Let me find out.
No, I'm not Justin Bieber. Fuck that guy.
Start singing "Baby, Baby, Baby" or whatever the hell
baby,
goofy song.
Babe, oh my.
Making me almost Nick over here. Shit.
So BB told me I play the videos a lot, and he says
We
we need to talk more and all that. So
you see, here's my thing though: is I 100% agree, but I talk really good after watching a video because then I can explain it and talk about it.
Or
I do get where he's coming from because we do have a lot of videos though. We do.
Have you ever thought about this? Watch the video before your podcast and use your docket and take cliff notes where you don't need the video.
Yep.
That's a good point. We could do that.
Yes, we need to start doing that.
I don't know if that's ever been thought about. I just came up with the idea. Hammy Games
probably not.
Messaged me. Hammy Games messaged me and told me.
I don't want to take credit for that, but I'm just saying proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
That is true.
It's the 6
I mean, Tyler's the host, so at the end of the day, it's up to him. But I'm down.
I mean, I'm down for it too. So I want to. I mean, I'm bad at taking notes, but I mean, if I can write it in Google,
that's
then I'm
obvious.
good.
Make sure you have Grammarly.
In a situation like this, it would be great. Just for the simple reason, right, is like if you do that, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But BB's gonna know because YouTube's gonna bitch, and he's gonna get the notifications. And
why do you think I'm bitching?
If the Squad Productions YouTube channel reaches the threshold to become monetized, and you are still a part of it, I'm sure there's a cut in there for your contribution, which could be affected negatively or positively based on...
You know, Tyler, this is what I would do. Honestly, this is what I would do. We turned this a whole entire night. I went about halfway through with your docket. Then I stopped you, and I was like, I'm taking over your show. Hostile takeover. We turned it into, this is how you run a show. And we've had little to no dead space. So what I would do is, if you want cliff notes and you're not good at writing those cliff notes, take the news article, all the words in the news article that your video came from, because they're word for word going to be the same as the video. Throw it in ChatGPT and say, give me cliff notes off this.
Oh.
Did we have Dead Space?
No Dead Space. There was no Dead Space. There was no Dead Space.
I'm asking before, did we have Dead Space?
Sometimes.
Yeah, there was like the thinking times where like one of you would say something and the other would take like 10 seconds before they started saying something. There's a thing in podcasting called the throws. Like a baseball throw. I guess it's in all kinds of forms of media. But a throw is basically like, if I start talking about a topic that I know BB knows about, I could say, oh, what do you think about the rain last week in Mississippi? BB, you know a little bit about that, right?
Yeah, fucking flooded all over.
Have you seen downtown Cincinnati? It's all getting submerged.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't go to Cincinnati. The only reason I would go to Cincinnati is to watch the Bengals lose.
Well, I'm not a Bengals fan, so you're not going to affect me with that, my guy.
Yeah, but I'm a Dolphins fan.
I was fixing to say he'd only go if the Dolphins were playing.
Yeah. So, I mean, right there, that was just a no-nonsense, like, around a circle conversation, but there was 4 people that talked, and there was no doubt. Like, that's the biggest killer. And I was telling Tyler earlier about the podcast. It needs to start happy and happy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't put bullshit at the end that people are going to be like, I don't want to listen to that. Or why would I want to come back? They talk about depressing stuff at the end. You leave people
Nick's like, fuck,
happy.
Bill's back.
No, I liked Bill. I liked Bill.
I'm too brutally honest. But I want to see, and I've always supported BB and everything that he's done, right? So if you guys are going to be part of something that he's running, I feel like I have no choice but to say the easiest way to do it is the simplest way. If you overthink it, if you try to, like I was telling him earlier, the podcast that I was a part of, we formatted it. We had our run sheet. We knew what we were going to do, and it got monotonous. So we just got rid of that shit and just went right into talking, just being us. and we watched the views go from, we were getting 300-400 listens an episode to over 1,000 an episode. So it was a real quick uphill.
I'll be honest, sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, and the topics you discuss is what it's about. Now, like, since you guys don't record your videos and you do everything live, you really have to think about what you're going to name it, and that's what it has to be about. You can't just say, we're going to talk today about the weather and then have 5 minutes of the weather. It has to be, that's what you got to talk about. The whole damn thing's got to be about the weather. Old El Nino and El Chapo and El Guapo. Like, I don't know. I'm just throwing out L's because that's what's there.
They sound Mexican? Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently anything with L is bad because El Nino and El Chapo weren't good, so I guess El Guapo ain't good either.
There's no Jose.
Jose.
El Joseo.
Well, I'll be honest. That's why I really like the idea of Decor's podcast, because it's like just you get to talk about anything you want. Like and the conversation go anywhere. Now, if
podcast, what are you talking? What podcast that are you talking about? The front porch? Or you talking about after?
Yeah, the front
porch.
Yeah, the front porch is the front porch is still being worked on. It's the problem is all of us, we don't really have a big ass filter because I want to try to keep it below PG-13 level.
I'll never go on that. You got to give me a limit on how many times I can say fuck.
So you want to keep it below PG-13? So you want to have it like somewhere between Barney and Dora the Explorer?
No, I want to be completely family friendly so people can listen to it in their cars on road trips with their kids.
Oh God. Okay.
I listen to podcasts all the time with Remy in the car. I listen to you guys on Aftermath with him.
I feel like then at that point you might as well record it and then just throw the transcript into like ChatGPT, and tell them to censor it. Just censor all the swear words. Make a beep sound.
Remy's also the age though, where he's not going to understand what the fuck we're talking about.
The fuck you say?
I don't know, but all this fucking somebody's gonna get pregnant here soon,
right?
Who told you?
Oh, Tyler gave me your social security number, your phone number, your address, your date of birth.
That.
Wait, you've been with your girlfriend for 2 days and she's pregnant?
No,
boy.
I'm just saying we had some fun. I'm not going to go into it during the podcast.
I think you just did. I kind of feel like
I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, I am totally confused now because you just said you've been with your girlfriend for 2 days. You've had a lot of fun. But you were just with her at the hospital.
She came home
she's pregnant.
Today. She came home. No. Will all of you shut up for 30 seconds? She came home. Okay. Well, not home. She came to my place tonight after she left the hospital.
Whoa.
I ordered her an Uber because she wanted to come over and take a nap, right? Okay. We started doing a puzzle, right? It's a cat puzzle.
The fuck?
But
she wanted to take a nap, and y'all did a puzzle.
We've been together for 2 weeks. We've been together. No, she's not pregnant. I never said she was pregnant.
But y'all did a cat puzzle, and she wanted to take a nap.
We didn't do anything today.
Yeah, but last night.
Actually, not even last night.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Can I?
Yeah, I'm gonna deafen Tyler. He's not old enough to hear.
Okay, you know what?
Was about maybe 3 or 4 days ago.
I'm not old enough to hear this.
I mean, I'm old enough to hear it, but I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, well, if you would let me stop talking about it instead of asking questions, we could have been off this topic.
It's hard though.
You can't end the podcast in the middle of a conversation.
Okay,
that's podcast 101.
Anyway, I gotta go put I gotta go put her food in the fridge. So give me a second. She wanted Skyline, forgot it.
Oh, so she's there?
No,
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
That's why he was shirtless.
No, he wasn't.
At least he's not pantsless.
No, he was, but he had to put those on for the podcast.
Here, I'll show you guys my pants.
No! Don't do it! I was already trout fishing. I don't need no more grub worms.
Did he have pants on? Was anyone watching?
Yes, I have pants on. God damn it.
I couldn't tell. He didn't stick his finger in his belly button, so I don't know. So do you have a proper sign off?
Huh?
Tyler, you ever going to let me co-host with you?
Fuck, I'm banned already.
No,
I'm
you're
one
not
and done.
banned. I'll let Hammy come back and you
Hey,
as
look at
well,
that.
BB.
Teacher's pet.
Of course you are.
I'll let you come back as well, BB.
And anybody
All right,
that was shitting on you, have them join. Tell them to join the squad Discord. Put a link to that in the video if you can. If the ones that were shitting on you, I'd like to talk to them.
Oh, okay.
They have a come to Jesus meet with Hammy.
I can actually hold on. I can actually share his DMs on here.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to see anything like that. No. Just have that because I want to talk to them.
He's in the Discord.
He's in this Discord already.
Yes, he's in the Discord.
Oh.
His name's Asmodeus and all that.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
This is not a topic I wanted to talk about.
Sorry.
love it.
Oh, no.
I love this kind of drama.
I brought that up because the shit that happened before. I'd like to talk to these people.
It gets really good views. I love this drama.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay, let's.
I like the drama. I do not like the name calling.
Yes, I mean
Because it is not PG-13.
No one's been called, and this show has not been PG-13. Just so you know,
I was about to say
no.
I co-hosted tonight,
and we had Bob Weiler here, so yeah.
I joined.
Okay.
I joined at the second X before we got to triple rated. So
XXX.
yeah,
we started at NC-17.
but now that the co-host is here, or I suppose co-host, we can't just leave now that you guys all bombed each other and bombed me. Now he's got to get his turn. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
All right, I guess I got to do it. Nick, take a shot at Tyler. Show him how a podcast is supposed to be ran. How do you see your podcast running? Give him a topic off the top of your head, and y'all talk about it. And there's that dead space. I mean, there's not much space. There's not much real estate up there as it is. Do you want us to do a lap around you real quick? All right, Tyler, show him how a podcast is supposed to be ran. Give him a topic.
Tyler doesn't know how to do it. Okay.
I have a question for you.
Okay. We're going hammy.
What attracted you to do a podcast with Tyler? What was the pitch? What was the sell? What was the part of the conversation?
There was no pitch. There was no sale. It was kind of thrust upon me. I didn't really feel like I had a choice.
What the fuck are you talking about? I pitched it and sold it. The fuck are you talking about? I go back to the live stream to where I pitched it and sold it.
Okay,
Did
so
it
what
ever cross your mind? Yeah, but did you ever cross your mind that I was just saying that to be nice?
What's two things about the podcast that you like, and what's two things about the podcast that you want to see changed?
I think we have some really good conversations. I think some things that need to be changed is we need to quit talking about fucking airplanes.
Well, I mean, the exhaust on that could burn.
I don't know a damn thing about airplanes.
Man,
they have two wings. They have an engine.
Put some more
they have
shot
two
on the brass monkeys.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. I'm definitely not the genius in the room. Hammy Games just messaged me this.
What?
Help Tyler write his fucking docket, and then you ain't got to talk about airplane. Fuck.
Or here's one. Figure out something that you both have in common. I mean, I get it, Tyler. It's your podcast. I get that. But you can't, like, if you have a co-host, they also have to be involved in the thing, whatever the thing is.
Thing is, Nick's nowhere near the fucking Rockies.
Well, but I'm saying if you
the closest to the Rockies that Nick's get is Coors Light. and the mountains better fucking be blue.
If you're going to have a podcast about Nikola Tesla and all the electricity going on, the last person you need as a co-host is an Amish person. You know what I mean? Like you don't want somebody as far away from what you are talking about. If the person don't care, the person don't know about they're just going to be like, okay, well, whatever, let's do what you want to do.
Have you not seen that video of the Amish guy that test drove a fucking Hellcat?
I got enough of them bastards around me.
And he took it back to the plantation with him?
Well,
is that what they call them? Is that what the Amish people call them? Are they called plantations?
I don't think it's been called.
I think that's
that's
that
a
term.
southern deal.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
I don't feel like it's been called a plantation since like the 1800s.
Yeah, since slavery.
You're around some damn Amish people. What the fuck do they call them? Are they communities now? Is that just what they're called?
I mean, they call them homesteads.
Well,
homesteads
so
and farms.
The Amish live in a Amish community, which is like a bunch of, like a mile stretch of road of just Amish houses. But I assume they just call it home. I mean, I don't know if they have like a special word for it, but like they don't leave Walmart and go, you know what, I'm going back to the old plantation. They'd be like, I'm going home. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't talk to them. They piss me off.
Like he
their little shit.
I feel like he just took a shot at my damn southern dialect. What the fuck?
I wouldn't do that, y'all. That would be rude.
Fuck off.
Bless your heart.
Oh, bless him. Look at him. He's trying. He's really trying. Just bless his heart.
How about you go play in the snow while I play in my floodwaters?
Well, I would, but that shit's yeller.
Being too much corn up there, are you?
I miss her.
Yeah.
You miss who? The fuck?
I said that. I thought I was muted.
Oh, you definitely weren't muted. You miss what? And then you look up at your non-existent ceiling fan? The hell?
I was gonna ask if you were having a tornado because like your shirt on your wall or on your door behind you and whatever is hanging is just a whipping.
Here's the box fan behind him.
Yeah.
Good night.
Oh, your house is haunted.
He's got one of those artificial tornadoes.
Your house is actually haunted?
Yes, my house is actually haunted. There was a couple that got murdered in it like 50 years ago.
Okay.
Well, we ain't ending there.
Have you ghost hunted your house? Because I know
I ghost hunt other places and never. Actually, that's the first time I ever thought about it.
Like, do you have the ghost equipment, or because I know you've released a couple of videos?
Yeah, I released one video, and I have an EMF meter around here somewhere.
Is that all you have? I know you were with a group of people that.
I still am. Yeah, we're going to a haunted insane asylum. The Pinhurst.
Elaborate a little bit on that. Because elaborate on your ghost hunting.
Okay, yeah. So
some of the people in the chat, even in this VC right now, didn't even know that you ghost hunt.
I do, yeah. It's my part-time hobby. It's a lot of fun. Basically, what I do is I go to these locations. The last location I went to was Post Town Elementary. I think, was it Post Town? It was either Post Town or Randolph County Infirmary. Anyway, so I go to these locations. So at Randolph, there's this stairway, right? You know, it was a school. And a girl got pushed off the top of the stairs, fell right down the middle, and bam, died.
It was probably more of a thud than a bam.
Well,
sorry, that was insensitive, but she don't know.
Yeah, well, she's dead.
Fuck.
But I made contact with her. Her name was Renee.
Did you get her pregnant?
Oh. Let's not talk about this.
It's just to get back.
She didn't order takeout, did she?
Just
I'm sorry. You can't.
Serious.
No, I actually like
just
when I was a kid, I swear I walked up the steps of my house and seen some lady standing in the doorway of my bedroom, and I ran down the steps crying. I can remember that very vividly. So but I still don't believe in ghosts. Like I have this thing in me that
it's called you're Satan's spawn, bro.
Well, that could be it. I see them as they come in. I hand them their
your social security
card.
number literally has 666 in it.
Yeah, back to back to back. It's right there. All 3 sixes.
And you're fucking redheaded. You're little Nicky in the fucking real world.
That's a good reference. But like for me, I find it hard to. So I watched a bunch of those like ghost hunter shows and whatever the hell the other one was. There was Ghost Hunter and there was a popular one, and I can't remember the name of it now, but it was like 20 years ago. It was some bald dude and some other dude, and he had a team of people in a pedo van, and they would go out and set up like cameras and shit and go talk to people.
They do have this show called Ghost Hunters, I think. But...
Yeah, there's that one.
Hey, bro, you got to get a little bit closer to your mic.
They do have this show called. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I have him turned down from the beginning.
It was my bad. I turned you down because Nick's really loud. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I think I heard his ears.
I think you need to turn off your fucking mic.
They have like people, they go around with those the EMF stuff like that. That's semi-believable, at least to me. But the ones that walk around with the broken radios that are just like scanning the radio stations every 0.2 seconds, and it's like, Harry Thomas. Oh, I must be talking to some guy named Harry Thomas. Like I don't.
The question is he actually Harry, or is his name actually Harry Thomas?
I just like that piece of equipment. I find to be a little bit sketchy. And
So how many encounters was that your only encounter, Nick?
No, so I was at the Octagon Hall in Bowling Green, Kentucky, right? And it traumatized the fuck out of me, right? I was in the basement alone, right? I was in the slaves' quarters or servants' quarters. Right. I forget what they called them back then.
I call them plantations.
Right.
It was
Fuck off, motherfucker.
Okay, so what it was an old Confederate hideout. Now it's a museum. Anyway, I was in the basement. I had my flashlight out. I'm walking down the basement. Now, mind you, this is at 3 o'clock in the morning, or close to 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking down there. Got my flashlight out. I go into the room that makes me the most uneasy, and my flashlight dies.
That's where my ass got out.
I'm down in the fucking dark, and then I feel on my shoulder. I whip around, no one's fucking there. I haul ass out of that bitch. I still have nightmares about that shit. Okay, and so that was the scariest one I had. And then I was going...
The one behind you is like really fucking scary, bro.
Huh? What?
That one behind you is like really fucking scary right now. Your door, that I'm telling you, man. Its arms are waving. It's sending out an SOS on the fucking live. Right? Something's going on.
I know, and I keep hearing these noises. It's like boogity boogity boo, boogity boogity boo.
Oh, I think the show I was talking about was Celebrity Ghost Stories.
So, Nick, have you had any paranormal activity in your house that you're in right now?
So I was sleeping with Haley, right? Okay.
In bed, or
we don't know. We don't know who Haley is. Who's Haley?
My
some comment.
So this is recent.
Yes. So we're laying in bed. My closet door opens. Just opens by itself. Just opens. It was closed. It just opened.
It ain't my
That's called Boogeyman, bro.
And she's looking at it, and she looks at me, and I'm not bothered by it. And she looks at me, and she's like, "Why are you not bothered?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that happens all the time." But I think, it scared her.
What's the highest rating on your EMF reader that you've gotten in your own house?
5.
In your own house?
Yes.
Wow.
And
in what room? In your room, near the closet.
Yep.
How high does that?
5. It's 5 out of 5.
Level 5 is as high as you can go.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just sitting there.
Although
like,
they
so
do it.
when
by
you're watching
colors.
dirty videos. When you're watching dirty videos,
I don't watch dirty videos anymore.
you know.
I have her now. I have her now. I have a kid. I have a kid to take care of now.
So 2 weeks ago, you stopped watching dirty videos.
Let's not bring up this on a
Honestly,
podcast anymore.
No, Tyler, we're talking about dirty water videos, man. What the fuck you think?
Yeah, muddy water, like the blues.
Yeah, like the blues. Yeah.
So you don't have a waste treatment plant at your house. The water's dirty.
I think everybody does. You just shit in a toilet and flush it. There's waste. You treated it. It's gone. Later.
Yeah.
So, are you into like Phasmophobia and Ghost Exile and stuff like that? Do you like playing those games?
I have the Phasmophobia game. Yes.
How realistic is that?
It's as realistic as you're gonna get. So
those games are really intense. Ghost Exile, dude, you need to get Ghost Exile, where you actually have to like read off in the book and stuff like that to actually go away.
Phasmophobia, the setup of the game Phasmophobia is as close as you're probably gonna get to a real life paranormal investigation. Right, you got some of the same tools. You got the EMF, you got the sound recorders, you got the dots, you got the salt. But the way they set up the investigations is very similar to how I do.
You need to do Ghost Exile with me one night, or Demonologist. Get one of them games. Ghost Exile, like Phasmophobia, all you have to do is find out what the ghost is. You know, like there's no like making the ghost go away. Ghost Exile and Demonologist, you actually have to, for one, find out what the ghost is. Then you have to actually figure out how to get rid of the ghost, expel it from that location. And as you're trying to expel it, the haunts get harder. The ghost is hunting more often.
Okay, I have a question, because this is like, when you go to a place, you know, you're going to go ghost hunt a place overnight.
Mm-hmm.
You get a hold of these people that own the place, and they're like, yeah, come on in. Or, you know, obviously there's times they might reach out. But, like, when you go there, do they give you a set of ground rules, like, don't piss on the floor, don't go in this room, don't... like
usually when I go, all the rooms are usually open. Unless the owner stays in the building themselves, and that usually is the only room that's open, because obviously that's their bedroom. But
do they give you names of the people?
No, we find that out ourselves. But some of them have like rules against like no Ouija boards, no seances.
No.
Because the last thing they want is, especially if it's like, if there's positive spirits there, right? The last thing they want is for you to unleash something from the other world and bring a negative spirit in there.
Oh.
Which has happened to me before. I don't like talking about it. So I won't.
That was going to be my next question with that, is like, so if you're, for me, if I was in a house that I knew was haunted, but nothing bad was happening, like they were just opening a door, or I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't be like, I need to call a ghost hunter to come figure this out. If something bad was happening, I'd be like, hey dude, you need to come in here and check this out. So how many times do you get put into a place, or do you go to a place that's, you know, I don't want to say poltergeist, because that sounds too, it's like that's the worst of the worst. But how many times do you, how many times do you get to go like into a place where the person that's calling you knows that there's a ghost, knows what happened to the person, but still wants you to prove that they're there?
Every once in a while. So I have a friend who I used to work with. Her name's Abby. She owns a farm. And the horses don't go into the stables anymore because one of them got injured in the stables by something. No, we couldn't figure out what. It snapped its neck.
Oh, like dead injured, or like
dead injured? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which that still messed me the fuck up. So I got we're planning on visiting that we're gonna go try to go in the winter when the horses aren't in the way and stuff like that. Because they send the horses off somewhere warmer during the winter.
Like Florida.
So that's one instance. So what it is, it's a family farm, right? Now, back then they used to have slaves, or I guess not slaves, but servants, more like. That would, cook, clean, shovels, shit like that. And they got about, I don't know how many acres, but it's a pretty big farm. She showed me pictures. But there's one room on the second floor, right? And my closet will sometimes do this, right? I call him Little Timmy. That's probably why he hates me. So the thing that's in there, I was sleeping and my closet door opened and I yelled at him. I was like, "Hey, can you please stop?" And my closet door slammed like that.
Oh wow!
Which freaked me out a bit, right? No, not gonna lie. But I just went back.
How hard is your air conditioning blowing?
Huh?
How hard is your air conditioning blowing?
Not that hard. It's on level 1.
Yeah, but you got a window unit, right?
Yeah, that's off right now though, and that was off the day that happened.
Oh.
Does your door open because of like the change in pressure? Because wood swells and stuff when it's hot and cold, and having all just watching that shirt dance on your door.
Yeah.
Like,
so these are all things I thought about.
It almost looks like you have your air conditioning on like full blast right now, but.
So these are all things I've thought about. So
blowing.
I do right now, and these are all things I've thought about. So I do think one day it was because of that, and that this is why I thought about it. I turned that off one night, and the night that I stayed over with Haley was the night that was off and that was off. So there was no wind in this room. That was the day that door opened and scared the shit out of her.
Wow.
So those are things I've thought about, because me as a parent, I'm not just going to assume, oh, it's a ghost. I'm not just going to assume that, because then that's stupid. So I try to debunk it first, and if I can't find a possible explanation, then I'll say, okay, then it's possible that this might have been paranormal. And then what I usually like to do is I usually like to do the flashlight test. You've probably seen this before. You stick a flashlight on a chair, leave it, and sometimes the ghost will play with it, make it go dim, make it turn off, stuff like that.
Did it do that at all?
So is that almost like the phasmophobia kind of thing, where you're like, show me a sign, or give me a sign?
It's like, hey, give me a sign. Can you turn off this flashlight? The flashlight turns off, shit like that. I've had that happen before. I was at.
So can you plain speak that? You don't have to use like the radio frequencies, like
they can hear you. They understand English. Because the thing about it is that as human beings, we are all made of energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all have energy on us. When we die, that energy goes somewhere. So that explanation is tricky for me to believe, but some paranormal experts believe that human energy remains, and that's what they call ghosts, right? And that they still have a physical, or not, I guess not even physical, but a form to them. And that's how they're able to move, like bend electricity and shit like that.
I have this thing with me that, like, I as a business person, I always like to think there's a rational explanation. Or a rational, anything can be rational. Like, oh, that beer can just fell over. There's a reason for that. Did the wind blow? People in your line of work, or I don't want to say work, but your hobby.
Bro, it's because you had too many on your desk.
Well, that could be too. But people in the hobby you're into, and some people that make it a profession, if something happens that has an easy explanation, it's automatically right. And I think that's what ruined it for me is once they put that shit on TV and they started making shows about it, and then the shows came out to be fake.
Yeah.
Or at least they faked parts of it. Now, if you're going to try to sell me a car and say, this is a brand new 2025, whatever the model is, and I buy it, I pay you online, and then I go to the dealership, and that bitch only has 3 tires, and you say it's still brand new. That's like when I growing up, I believed that was possible because I told you about the lady in my doorway.
Yeah.
Or what I think was a lady. And then living my life, I started to realize that what you see on TV ain't really true, even when it is supposed to be true. It's not true. And then I went to college.
TV.
Exactly, yeah. That's what it is. All TV is entertainment. But then I went to college and I started going through critical thinking, where you have to, like business, you have to think all the possibilities. And then I apply that to my life based off of just what I learned growing up as a human, and I apply what I learned in school to that. My brain tells me that everything that happens, there's a logical explanation for it.
Yeah, that's
because
why
now I can't believe that, the wind blows and I hear something, it sounds like somebody say, "Hey." Really, it's just the wind blowing through the door and there's a whistle sound and that hits my ears and it sounds like something says, "Hey." Or you look over and you see a t-shirt laying on a stand or something and it looks like there's a face in it. Oh, that's got to be somebody trying to tell me they're there. Like, is a ghost something that's dead? Are they smart enough to know what to do in order to get somebody's attention?
I believe so, yes. So like that beer can you mentioned. So for example, if I were to see that, right, my first instinct would be, oh, let's check, make sure there's exactly. Let's make sure there's no windows, nothing that could have knocked it over, make sure it's not off balance, make sure it's not on the edge of the table and something got knocked over. And then if I couldn't figure anything, then I might say, if I knew the place was haunted, I might go, "Hey, did somebody knock over this beer can?" And that's why I believe in those dowsing rods. I'm trying to get me a pair, but they're unreasonably expensive. Because those, I believe in those, right? I think those work. Now,
wake up, Tyler, wake up.
I'm up.
No,
you gotta share the limelight. You gotta share the limelight with your host.
Share the limelight. When it comes to the beer can statement, I have a really weird thing watching all these like ghost videos or ghost hunter videos type shit. Is they'll be like, "Oh, well, this thing on the fireplace mantle keeps falling down and we put it back up in the same place and it keeps falling down." Did they ever think that it could have been a mouse running along it that's the mouse's path and it knocks it over all the time? Right, like that's a logical explanation that unless you put up a camera and you have it watching that, you're not going to see that mouse go by. And even if you have a camera, there's a really good chance that little fast son of a bitch goes by there so quick that you don't even get to see it and you just watch a thing fall.
Yeah. So Nick, can you make a believer out of us? Do you have any clips of your personal experiences readily on hand?
Not
paranormal activity.
So unfortunately.
Did you have any inside of any of your YouTube ghost hunting?
So I only have that one video. Now I don't know if I caught it on camera, but there was one. So I was at Post Town Elementary. I was upstairs near the principal's office. So you have the principal's office, then across the hall you had another classroom or storage or whatever they used it for. There was some metal chairs. Do you know that scraping sound on hardwood when those chairs slide against the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was
chalkboard town almost.
I was in the principal's office, and I fucking hate myself because I didn't get it on camera when it happened. But I was in the I walked out.
Now you know for a fact you didn't get it on camera.
I know for a fact because I looked back at my footage multiple times to check. I went in there, right? I felt something sliding behind me. I saw this chair fucking moving, right? It was slow at first. And then it got pushed as if they were trying to say, "Hey, take a seat," you know?
Holy crap.
And then, hang on. And then I actually have a funny story too. We were at the Rose Opera House in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Right? It's a beautiful small town. We were in We were in the basement of the Opera House. I was alone. Everybody else was upstairs. I was downstairs in the basement. This brought tears to my eyes. Just thinking about it right now is bringing tears to my eyes. I was down in the basement. I hear this high-ass, high-pitched scream right behind me. And nothing was there. I'm freaking out. I start sobbing. And it's still affecting me to this day. Like, I'm shaking right now. But I run upstairs. I go over the radio. I was like, hey, was anybody downstairs? Anybody just scream? Everybody's like, no. Nobody was downstairs with you. And then the leader of the group was like, well, why the fuck were you downstairs in the basement by yourself? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, people have been seriously injured down there. If you heard a scream, you need to get the fuck out of there. And then I hear something behind me slam, and I bolt. Scariest moment of my life. I bolt the fuck out of there. Just thinking about it's giving me chills.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, is you never hear about, like, obviously, you know, I don't know, my parents are both dead. I've lost, you know, a lot of people in my family and pets and stuff like that. And the human in everybody wants to think, hey, that's, you know, they're with me every day. They're beside me. They're
looking down
with me. Yeah, they're
looking down on me.
My puppy, who I just had to have put to sleep 2 weeks ago, she's still laying here beside me. Like, my brain wants to tell me that, but you never ever hear about like a ghost doing anything other than something nefarious, screaming, throwing shit on the ground. The ghosts are always being rude. When is a ghost gonna like take the garbage out or do the dishes or like when's something like that gonna happen where I'll be like, you know what? I know that's got to be my mom that did that because I would have forgot to flip that steak, so that I know it got flipped. Like, you know what I mean? When is something like that gonna happen?
I actually have a story. Hang on, B.
You talk about like that scream, right?
Yeah.
Was it an actual scream, or was it breaking the sound barrier to where like it was that ringing in your ear and you just felt like something was off?
No, it was an actual scream.
Shit.
It scared the absolute shit.
Was it like a scream, like someone screaming in your ear scream? Or was it like screaming off in the distance type of thing?
It was in the room with me, and it sounded like someone was being tortured as fuck.
So it was almost like you were in the torture room type shit.
Yes.
Like near it.
Yes. Now, back to what Bill said about, you know, them being nice. I don't know if it was just coincidental or what, but I don't believe it was. My buddy Carter, he does the same shit as me. He was in a cave, right? A haunted cave. Cave scared the shit out of me, right? He got pushed by something, and 3 seconds after he got pushed, a rock falls, bam. So I do believe that some spirits do try to keep you safe.
That's some Final Destination shit right there. It's like premonition type shit.
Because at the end of the day, there's no explanation how the fuck did he get pushed and the coincidence of that happening.
Wow.
So that also fucked me up because I was this close to losing my best friend that day.
I mean, yeah, I suppose, like, but when you hear something like that, right? That's
one of those you have to see it to believe it. Yeah, I know.
That's the one in a million story, because if you watch any ghost shows or like ghost hunting shows, they're always like, "Oh, back in 1972, this family was killed here," or there's no, this person passed away peacefully in bed, and they still think they're home, so they're, you know, doing the dishes and setting the table, and you don't really hear that. It's like when as a normal person, when I hear somebody say they ghost hunt, I immediately go to, they're looking for, you know, the murderer, or like the ghost is gonna tell you who killed them. kind of thing, or whatever the case, however they died, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he didn't kill me. I fell by accident." Like that. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it as somebody that I'm not saying I want to believe in ghosts or that I believe in ghosts.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if there's a rhyme, there has to be a reason. And in order for that to happen, I don't understand it, because if you guys go out to these places, why are they having you come there? You know, are they having you come there to expel the ghost? You say no because they don't want Ouija boards and all this stuff, like seances and stuff to that. If my shit's haunted, come on in and get some bitch out. They got to go. They don't live here no more. They got to go.
So
that's my brain.
So if you want to get a ghost out, you call a priest. If you want to see what the ghost is up to, you call me.
Okay, but how do you see? And that was going to be a question that I was going to do, right? Like, this is where things get confusing. You want to call a priest in, but what if the person that's dead was Muslim? How do you know that? How do you know who talks to who? How do you know what the ghost was to have the person come in and tell them, get the fuck out?
It's really funny that you say that, because there was this in New York, there's this place called the Hinsdale House, right? And they didn't know it yet, but it was lived in by I think it might have been a Muslim family. I don't know. It was either Jewish or Muslim, but they got an exorcism, and it failed. But the things that the priest was saying.
They got an exorcism, so this ghost took over somebody.
Well, and they got an exorcism isn't just about a body,
Or they're exorcising the ghost. Okay.
Yeah. So
exercise your demons.
They're trying to expel it.
Yeah, they did an exorcism on the house. So it failed.
Wow.
But the shit that this priest was saying was, Catholic shit. Like, hey, in the name of Jesus, I, yada, 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 expel you to the yada, yada, yada. Right? In the name of Jesus. The thing, though, is that, yeah, the Jewish, they believed in Jesus, yeah, but they didn't call him Jesus. They called him the Messiah. I don't know what the fuck the Muslims call him.
Muhammad.
But
I think it's Allah for Muslims, right?
Oh, no, I think Allah is the God, and Muhammad is the same as Jesus, but they're not the same, because they're obviously, if you read the Quran, which I did a little bit, they reference Jesus in the Quran, so they're not the same person. But anyway, go ahead, Nick.
So the reason why they think it failed is because the priest wasn't saying shit that affected them, right?
In Muslim, they call him Isa. ISA.
So the priest wasn't saying anything that affected them, so it didn't work. Now, they believe that at this house, if they had gotten a Muslim preacher or a Jewish preacher in there, maybe they could have stopped it. But the thing is that it was peaceful before, right? There was no reason to get the demon or whatever it was out of there. After that, it got violent.
I mean, yeah, I can understand why, because like if I believe in one thing and you try to push another thing on me, it'd be like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard for me as a person to go, all right, you're gonna expect me to know what religious symbol, or a priest or an imam or whatever to bring in. Like, do you just bring in? Is there a collection of, like, a group, I guess, that you could bring, like, all whatever 15 religions into this building and just have them all do their thing at the same time and hope that it works? Or do you just piss in a fan and bring one in and hope it's right?
That's actually funny that you say that, because people have thought about doing that. Bringing in a worshiper from each religion. But no one's done it.
Well, here's another thought too.
Honestly,
right?
that'd be a fun video to do. To be honest,
like Christians have. I don't know what all religions have, but like Christians have like the holy or the whatever the water is called, the
holy water. Yeah,
holy water. Okay, but like couldn't there just be one symbol that all ghost hunters use that could be blessed by every religion, and you just bring that and be like, go there, do what you're supposed to do. Like I don't know. I'm just shooting that out there because I don't know how you're supposed to kick somebody out of your house that's already dead. It shouldn't be there anyway. But can't there be one universal symbol that's like, if this comes in, you're alive right now. I'm talking to you, Nick, as a human being.
Yeah.
So that means when you die, and your spirit, your aura, whatever you want to call it, is still there. When you see this thing, you got to leave.
Yeah.
Why can't that be a thing?
Well, because human beings are self-controlling and don't believe in teamwork.
I just got one thing to say.
But they believe in throwing chairs around. Like I could throw a chair right now, and when I'm dead, I could throw a chair.
Yeah.
Can I?
I don't know. I don't want to overthink this, but you're the host of this podcast is.
Yeah. What's up, Tyler?
Your flag is kind of flopping there in the wind, or I don't know.
He took a nap. It's okay.
So Tyler,
what?
Two things. First thing is, I think that your podcast from here forward needs to include
Hammy
some paranormal activity stuff.
Oh, okay.
I second that motion.
So in return, and this isn't the second thing, but in return, Nick needs to come up with paranormal activity topics inside of y'all's docket.
Okay.
Come up with some cool shit. This has been interesting. I've enjoyed. This has been really cool.
We could.
So y'all have a mixture of airplane and paranormal activity shit.
I
think it'd be great for you.
I think the next podcast we could just talk about paranormal activities and all that.
I had a Samuel L. Jackson moment here with this. That ghosts on this motherfucking plane.
Your second thing, Tyler, is I owe you a punishment. And I told y'all that this was going to be something new, that if a show disappointed me or a show did something that I didn't care for, that the host of that show was going to be dished out a punishment.
Oh, what'd you do, Tyler? You done fucked up now.
Tyler, for your actions on a podcast that we're not going to talk about and we're not going to name.
Oh
no!
I need you to go and do. I need you to go and do something for me. I need you to go look in your spice cabinet.
Oh no!
I need you to grab.
Hang on a second. You're not about to make him do cinnamon, are you?
Yep.
You know that's fucking dangerous as fuck, right?
No, your
It's
body
fine.
will.
Please no.
So,
No.
stop telling him it's dangerous. For one, I need you to grab
It's not
while
like
you're in
people
your
died or
kitchen,
anything.
going and doing what I'm asking you to go do.
No, I'm not.
I need you to go grab some cinnamon, and I need you to grab a glass of water.
No, thank you. Nope.
Come on.
So Tyler, you got to do it.
Just to clear your name.
It's already been
It's
cleared.
It's either
It's
that or
another
you
thing.
chug a bottle of hot sauce.
I
would you
can give
rather
you two. I can give you two options. You
What
want
is it?
so that's
That's
that
the
one.
second option.
The other one is I need you to give a full weather report and pretend that you're a news reporter on camera. Give me the entire week's worth of news for Colorado.
In Colorado,
Your entire weather. Nope. I need you to look it up and
Nope.
actually give me what the weather for the rest of the week is going to be like.
Okay, hold on.
Honestly, I think you should make him chug a bottle. of hot sauce.
I'll do the news thing.
Give me 30 seconds here. I got this.
Oh, hang on. We're getting a third option. Hang on, we're getting a third option.
No. I'm gonna pitch. I'm gonna pitch. I'm pitching.
You're gonna pitch. Okay. He's gonna pitch.
Hold on.
All right, hang on.
10. Welcome back to the Rocky Mountain Podcast, news and weather. Sending it over to Tyler for the weekly weather. Tyler?
Okay, so in Colorado Springs, it's going to be 76 and the low is going to be 40. On Saturday, the high is going to be 84 and the low is going to be 46.
Hold on. I'm not happy with this.
Yeah, me neither.
I ain't pitching.
I'm not happy with this at all. This is what I need.
I need a green screen behind you.
That's what
I need you to point to it.
Yes, I need a green screen of Colorado behind you with some like clouds and such, so that you can point and you can tell me what's going on. Find you a green screen.
Hold on.
I need to know about barometric pressures and jet streams and.
I need to make sure that the weed farms are going to be okay this week.
Yeah, because I'm going to be recording like 3 videos this week, and I need to know.
Hold on.
I can't believe she ate my last episode.
Hold on.
That's what Hunter said earlier, Hammy.
What's that? I literally tonight I did 3 episodes, and what's fucked up is if you watch any of my videos, you know that I don't edit my videos. Like all of my videos, when the series is finally done, if you play them back to back to back, it's going to be like a live stream.
Okay.
You see all the dead shit, all the good stuff.
I can give you one more option if you want to back out of this.
Hold on.
I'll give you one more.
Hold on.
Just listen to the option, Tyler. Or we'll make you do all three.
Your next option is for your next podcast. This is going to be rough. And I'll let Nick decide what it has to say, but the entire time on your next episode, you have to have a sign around you that says something of Nick's like for the entire podcast.
I would take that option, honestly.
Diddy me.
Because and the only reason I'm saying that is because your
here's the weather for Colorado Springs.
Your green screen thing is just having a fit. But okay, go ahead. I can only see Saturday through Wednesday, so
any hosts that are watching, this is going to be a thing, and it's not just the Delta BB that decides this.
So
audience gets to decide this. Anyone that's a part of the squad gets to decide this and say, I was unhappy with tonight's show, and I think that a certain host needs to have a punishment.
Okay.
And you guys are going to start being dished out punishments. Okay. My bad.
No, I think you do the Simmons challenge.
That's not what I wanted, though. I wanted some clouds, and I wanted an aerial picture.
Well, I don't
of the
have
state of Colorado.
I don't have. Okay, hold on.
Well, then, if I was you, I would go with a different.
If I was you, yeah.
I mean, I would take the Nick option.
I like the third option. That's my favorite option.
Well, the only reason I would like, okay, I don't want to influence you at all, but obviously, whatever he suggests has to be good for YouTube. So it can't be that bad, right? Like, you're not going to have a Diddy party in your background.
That'd be funny as fuck, though.
100%.
You know what?
This is one of the mountains we have here. So
nope, doesn't work.
Well,
it doesn't work.
I drink Budweiser, but I just got thirsty for Coors Light for.
What do I have to do? Wow!
I'll tell you what. We're going to go with the third option. Your next episode, you're going to wear a sign. That entire episode, you have to wear that sign, and Nick gets to choose what that sign says.
Yep. Nope.
I'm the boss.
Hey, out of curiosity, what's the consequence of refusing to do one of the punishments?
1 month suspension from podcasts.
Yeah.
Is it a loss of host or a switch of host?
Yeah.
What kind of sign do I have to wear?
Oh, I'll let you know.
Of Nick's choosing.
I'll let you know.
Please don't.
Honestly.
Please don't let it be. I'm a gay.
All right, guys. I'm gonna hop out of here. I've dished out the punishment. I'm gonna let you and Nick end y'all's podcast. I'm gonna pull everyone else out of it.
All right. I appreciate you filling in for me, BB. It was really kind of you.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, thanks
Bye. Peace.
Later.
Rocky Mountain Podcast.
Hey, I'm Nick.
Up in the mountains where the air is fresh, Tyler and Nick are ready to impress. On the mic, they're bringing it live with the latest news and the vibes that thrive. From the heart of the Rockies, they share the view, talking about the world and what's coming through.
Oh, you did? Well, that's
interviewing guests with
goodbye.
stories to tell, tuning in on Discord where we all gel. It's the Rocky Mountain Podcast. Let's go. Tyler and Nick got the flow, you know. Talking the news, keeping it real. With every episode, there's a new feel. Tune in, hang out. It's a ride we take with Tyler Rocks and Nick H. Let's hit play. From the headlines to the talk of the town, they dig deep and never let you down. With guests from all walks of life, every chat's an adventure full of delight. Discord's where the magic comes alive, sharing thoughts and laughs, we all vibe. From what's going on to what's on your mind, Tyler and Nick, always so kind. It's the Rocky Mountain Podcast. Let's go. Tyler and Nick got the flow, you know. Talking the news, keeping it real. With every episode, there's a new feel. Tune in, hang out. It's a ride we take with Tyler Rocks and Nick H. Let's hit play.